I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the biggest fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the G-talk. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cut out to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool, cool nerd like my man Zoe. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art. Book art, 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 book art,
Yo, what's up, girls and boys? It's time to make some noise. Cause I'm back and I'm on this track now. Let's talk about some plastic toys. You can bet I pose them all. Legends to Dragon Balls, Batman and Kaijus and Kamen Riders. I collect them all. Gotta make sure your posing's tight though. Make sure your lighting's right, yo. Keep it contained because you train for this your entire life, bro. So please don't adjust your TV. This is your host, Moncheesy. Sit back and relax and learn this fact. Posing ain't easy.
Yeah. Shudder. Yeah. Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detail. Catch me at the toy shop. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detail. Catch me at the toy shops. This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beasts, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about me. Boog nice, my nigga. A.C.B.A. been popping lately off top. My nigga, they cut out game, be too amazing. MUs, my nigga. That's that shit that don't amaze me. This was for my niggas. That's really about they legends. Shouts out to Savage Poop, my niggas out in Texas. I don't fuck with no scalper. Nigga, fuck what you selling. I'm all up in the toy aisle. I'm kicking kids, I'm reckless. My nigga Bill Maruby on that Google chat straight flexing. Look, I pop the package, I smell it. Pop the package, I smell it. Me and my nigga Tiny at the toy fair straight spending. They asked you for that Deadpool and he ain't asked no questions. We too fly, I know this. Let me give your ass a checklist. Got the Giant Man, got that Ares, that Cable bruh, it's nothing. I get the blue wire, silver Luke Cage, that Dragon Man, then I'm stunning. And this song for them fuck niggas that's hating on your collection. Yeah, they talking all that shit, but it's A.C.B.A, we reppin'. Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detail. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detail. Catch me at the toy shops. I'll take that. We're taking that right there.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir. We're
Officially back at it.
Yes, sir. We officially back at it. Boog Nice coming
at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast episode. I don't know what episode it is because I wasn't here last time, so I don't know where the fuck we are. But
144, baby.
yeah, drop the F bomb in the first 10 seconds. Don't be mad at me. You too. 144. All right, I'm your host, Boog Nice. Got my boys with me. Got my man, Fabster 360, Rick Dom,
What up?
Pan Cheesy. We back in full effect. It's been a very good week. How you boys feeling?
Damn, not as good as you. You got a nice
Not feeling
tan. You had some laying down on the beach. You had a great weekend, huh?
Yeah, I absolutely did. Absolutely did.
Wow,
Blacker, basically,
that's what I'm talking
but
about.
purposely
You got
so.
a nice, rich
Yeah, I had a-
Mediterranean tan.
Yeah, man, getting in the seawater, sitting on the beach for quite some time, getting up, having uh some treats from out west and a glass of wine every hour on the hour, just
Oh yeah.
eating good food and yeah, man, it was a very good, relaxing time. Shout out to the city of Miami. So yeah, it was good down there, and like P says, sometimes it's huh?
I said
What'd you
bienvenidos
say?
a Miami, but that's a little Big Willie style for you there.
But
Yeah, real quick, I was
they
at a
wasn't they weren't really worried about COVID out there. I was trying to stay right, but they didn't give a fuck about COVID in Florida. So yeah, that was that, and I ate a lot of very delicious food while I was out there too.
incredible.
But yeah, how about you guys? How was your week? I'm echoing. I don't know who's fucking up here.
That might be me. My bad.
That's you. It's all good. My week was pretty okay.
Right. So yeah, how was you guys this week?
Mine was
Can't hear
fun.
him? You can-
Can you not hear
We
me?
got a little- I think we got some hot delay action here. Something's going on.
Yeah, Boog was not hearing you, huh?
But you guys can
Yeah.
heure me, right?
I can hear you, Punch.
Okay. Well,
How was your week, Punch?
my week was pretty okay, I guess. I don't know. I just worked, basically. I got some. Nope, that's it. I just worked.
No.
Samesies.
Mic check. You guys can hear me now?
I can
Yeah,
hear
can
you.
you hear us?
Sir.
Yeah, I can hear y'all. All right, sorry, my bad. Go ahead, P.
Oh yeah, that's it. My week was all right. I just worked a lot. And that's that.
Yeah, I was just saying samesies, so that's also that.
That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic.
All right, well, what do we got for topics today?
Okay,
We got
yeah,
a
wow.
little hot surgical strike coming here, right?
Possibly. Yeah, Bug, you missed it last week. We speed ran this podcast, dude, under 2 hours. It was the most incredible
Really?
thing ever.
Wow.
But yeah, in terms of news, at the top, we're talking retail horror, baby. Some hot news, hot takes as well. After that, Legends. There's a couple of Legends reveals. Bandai as well did a couple of things. Mafex, however you want to say it. They revealed a couple of figures this week. NECA as well. Then we got a couple of stragglers in miscellaneous, and then of course in the after show, as always, you're doing pickups, TV and film, and probably getting out of here.
That's fantastic.
Absolutely. So yeah, first of all is retail horror. Last week, Rick gave everybody the 411 on what was really going on in terms of what was happening at Target. Of course, Target infamously put out, they fired up their inkjet printers and they printed out. They printed out.
The lunchroom printer.
Fire 'em up like that.
They said, hey, after, what was it, May 14th or something like that? Or whatever. After this date.
Yeah, May 14th, yeah.
Yeah, after this date, we will no longer be selling sports, specifically football and basketball cards, correct?
And NHL, too.
Oh, and NHL
NHL
even?
as well.
Jesus.
All of them.
And
All the
then
competitive sports.
Pokemon as well. They're no longer doing Pokemon. Magic. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh was lumped in that too? No. Was it just Pokemon?
No, Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic the Gathering are like the joke of the card world. They're like, hey, there's Yu-Gi-Oh. There's some Yu-Gi-Oh if you want some.
Hey man, believing in the heart of the cards definitely squeaked them by for that one for sure.
Yeah, man.
Let's not forget
Well said.
the toddler
Very well said.
Dragon Ball Super. I'm the only knucklehead collecting Dragon Ball Super cards. Whatever, more for me, I guess.
There he is.
But yeah, man. Apparently there was some more developments in terms of like retail like craziness. I had heard nothing about this, so you guys go ahead and take it away.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
mostly
a
around
video.
the GI Joe line, but you got it, Rick.
There's a video going around that, like, I don't know why, like, media outlets and forums and like social media posts like keep misbranding what's happening. I guess it's just they're not in the hobby and they hear something secondhand, but like there's this video of a mob of like 30 overweight middle-aged men
Oh no.
like rushing a fucking Walmart.
We
with
call
carts
them
and,
the
like,
target demographic.
and they're like they're turning their hands into fucking scoops and they're fucking like grabbing off the shelf and throwing it into their carts and yeah, there's just like this headline going around like madness at a Walmart over Pokemon cards. Where like I could tell you right now, watching that video, literally like 10% of what they grabbed was Pokemon. What they were grabbing was like hoops blasters, which are like these boxes that come with like 7 packs of basketball cards.
Okay.
They're grabbing those boxes and they're throwing them in their shit. And they're grabbing the baseball, they're grabbing the football. They're really not grabbing any Pokemon in the video. So I don't know why people were labeling it like that. Like when you look at the video, they're very obviously not grabbing any Pokemon boxes.
Mhm.
Like the Magic the Gathering and the Yu-Gi-Oh and the Pokemon are like on the right side of the video. And like yeah, some guys are grabbing it, but really everybody's going for baseball and basketball. Basketball mainly, just because that's what goes for the most money right now. That's the most hype right now. Yeah, it's fucking insane. And it was funny, man, because Walmart claimed that they were gonna stop selling cards just like Target, but they never did. They just lied. They never did. You could see in the video that came out the other day, like it was a total bullshit. They don't care.
They always do shit like that. I remember like do you remember a couple of years ago where all the retailers kind of like banded together and they're all like, "Hey man, we care about our employees. So you know what? No more Black Friday, no more like Thanksgiving openings because we want our team and our family to spend time with their family, our
That's very
extended family."
literate.
And then that literally lasted for 1 year, and then the next year it didn't happen anymore.
Their numbers were so bad they were like, yeah, no, let's not do that again.
Pretty wild. Yeah, what was so the video was just a bunch of dudes just going in and like grabbing like basketball cards?
Yeah, I think Dallas. Let me check. I think Dallas posted the video.
Incredible.
Oh,
I think Dallas
check that
just
out.
posted the video, and it's yeah. Go to Dallas's. It's the first post. Dallas's Instagram person. He's just copying and pasting what the original poster put. You know, obviously he's not trying to make it seem like it's his own. He gives credit.
Chaos erupts in Pennsylvania.
Chaos erupts.
Chaos erupts. The end of days is here.
Insane.
Like I wonder what the original poster was doing writing that caption because like they're really not going for Pokemon in this video. They're not. I don't know why. Like all it says is Pokemon there. Like in every part of that, it just says Pokemon. But that's not what they're grabbing.
Island.
They're not even touching the Hatchimals. What the heck?
Yeah. Come on.
That's the real money.
Yeah.
They don't even know what they're grabbing. They're just
Fucking
throwing
meatheads.
shit in the cart.
Yeah, that's
And
how
props
it
to the
always
guys
is,
who
man.
actually got carts.
Yeah. Shout out.
Oh, they're the ones that came.
We see
like,
you.
Look at these cartless guys. They're losing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cartless guys.
I love the
They're
guy.
cartless, like, what are they gonna do?
My favorite character in this whole arc is the guy in the blue hoodie. Because like you kind of see him like kind of power walking with still his hands in his pocket. And then like he kind of realizes like in a split second how real it's about to get, and then he kind of like starts running a little bit faster.
Look at this guy with the hat on the right that didn't get anything. He was late.
Hours
He didn't
wasted.
right now.
To look too cool.
It's so funny because he's watching everybody like just fight each other, and he's just standing there like looking at them like, damn it. You're gonna see him right now. It's so funny.
Yeah, can you imagine
He's gonna
Can you imagine these guys at home, this video on their computer screen,
There he is.
and
There he is. Look at this guy who's just watching everybody. And he's like, damn, I didn't get shit.
This is where like demanding masks in private business is kind of a good thing. 'Cause do you really want to be identified by this video?
No, brother.
Basically.
A lot of
Not to mention that, what if you fuck around? What if you fuck around and get COVID and you didn't even get no cards or whatever the fuck you want?
Yeah, that's the only thing you're
Imagine,
collecting is disease.
oh man, I didn't get the Pokemon cards, but I got COVID.
Yeah.
Well,
true.
you know, that's the old Pawn Stars thing. Like, well, you know, I went in trying to get Pokemon cards, but I got COVID, so I'm pretty happy.
You know who's the real unsung hero of this video? If you go to the very beginning, there's a security guard up to the left doing nothing. He's not doing a fucking damn thing. He's just sitting there watching everyone run in.
He's
Oh my
probably
God.
freaked out by this whole shit. Like, yo, why are
He's like,
these
I'm not-
grown men acting like this? What the hell?
I'm not gonna
Well,
police these bums.
If there's one thing we can take away, this really puts the collector community in a good light.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely. All right, so that was our respondent, Dallas James.
Yeah. Man on the field.
Yeah.
Oh, do you see that paragraph right there? Bloodthirsty Viking whore unleashes
Yeah.
absolute carnage
Absolute carnage.
as they pillage
Maximum
the store
carnage, you
shelves.
might say.
Maximum, some might say.
Unbelievable.
Bloodthirsty Viking horde unleashes absolute carnage as they pillage the store shelves for their Charizards and Pikachu.
So that was Walmart, but there was something else too, wasn't there?
Was there a Target incident?
Yeah, we covered that last week where an employee was threatened with a gun.
Oh.
Oh no, not that. I think it was some Target employee that was
stealing
that
stuff.
was-
Oh,
Not
man.
stealing,
Yeah,
but like
I don't
that's
know.
so funny.
I don't know that he was stealing. I think
Yeah,
he
no
just
stealing.
like grabbed
Yeah,
some
like-
shit and went straight to the register and just
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's
You know.
not really stealing. He's just getting the leg up. So it's so funny because, like, I want to say, like, a month ago, Target started doing that they would only release their cards. It's funny, it didn't even last a fucking month where they were allowing this to happen. But at the beginning of May, they started allowing every Friday for people to come in at 8 in the morning and they would put out the stock themselves because employees and distributors were stealing the cards. And while we were in line, there was this guy that, like, we all kind of knew each other. You know, we all know each other from the area. And he's like, yeah, man, I work at another Target, but I'm not going to wait there. I was like, why wouldn't you wait at your own Target? He's like, oh, because I went into the back and I opened the shippers and I took everything already. So I was like, oh, okay, sick. Like, why would you tell everybody? Everyone's going to
job.
want to kill you now, you fucking idiot. Why would you say that? Like, I just couldn't process that he just told all of us, like, yeah, I'm an employee and I took everything. We were all just sitting there like, what the fuck? Why would you admit this?
Yeah, why would you say
Why would you
anything?
tell us that? Yeah.
Man, some of these dudes are just dressed so casually in this. Like, this dude's still wearing slides and socks. Like, he did not prepare for war.
Well, he's gonna grab clothes on the way out. He is a Walmart.
He's gonna grab those.
Rolled out of bed, which makes
gonna-
sense.
he's gonna grab those.
that is the high life. Get dressed at the store.
Yeah.
He's gonna go grab the Walmart steel toe boots.
Yeah, for the next run.
He's gonna get some Wolverines.
Yeah. The Shaq? He's gonna grab a pair of Shaqs.
Oh, brother. He could have gotten the John Cena shoes if this was Kmart. Kmart still existed.
Yeah, it does. There's very few of them,
That
but
is-
they still exist, man.
No, there's still some Kmart's. There's one that is literally across the street from my job. That's still open.
Oh, dang. Wow.
Oh wow.
That is so nuts.
Okay, living the high life over there.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
tell you
no
what,
doubt.
Boog can go buy the John Cena.
That's true. It'll be hard to find him. You can't
Yes, I
see
can.
him.
All right, so yeah, that was Walmart, Target. You know, we already know what the deal is with Target employees doing their thing and cutting our
Yeah.
throats, heading us off at the pass. So, unfortunately, I don't see that stopping anytime soon. And let's go ahead and move into our topics here.
All right.
Yeah.
Just one last thought. This is exactly why I don't collect anything retail.
All right. Next up is Legends. There was.
Whoa. Next up, we got a super chat, don't we?
Oh, we sure do. You're right. The man, the myth, Bo Biggs. This is $20. Hell yeah. No message, but
Hell
we
yeah.
get it.
Boom.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Silence
Thank
speaks
you, thank you,
volumes.
thank
though.
Absolutely.
Bo is the silence behind the violence. He's giving out the cash. What a guy.
Let's go.
So we got a few fun things. It seems that at like every other like Hasbro Fan First Friday, Marvel Legends is dropping pre-orders like the same day, like not to be outdone by any of the other Hasbro brands. So I don't think we talked about this last week, but
No.
one of the first things they showed since last episode is this sewer tour. Boog, what do you think about this?
Basically. I think this is really interesting. I'm liking what they're doing with the Infinity Saga wave. You know, none of these things are attached to any Build-A-Figure parts or anything like that, so it's an easy pass if you're not really interested in the character or the figure. But they are doing some very unique and cool things for under $30, 25, 26. Even though this one is actually over $30, I think, because it's a deluxe figure. It's a bigger figure. It's 13 inches. It's basically like you getting a Build-A-Figure in one shot. So pretty cool. This is Surtur before he grew to epic proportions in Thor Ragnarok. A few people wanted to point that out on my Instagram when I said, you know, it's not going to really scale with the 6-inch version, but I still think he's still kind of small even for a 6-inch Thor. But you know, it'll make for some nice MSD displays, for some cool displays. And again, it's Legends really showing that they can pack a lot in and give you a pretty detailed, cool figure for a very reasonable price point. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool.
Very nice.
Well, reasonable price point. That's up to some contention given some of the other reveals. This week.
Yeah. Let's see what else they have. But yeah, you were showing the Infinity Gauntlet, Tony's Infinity Gauntlet there, which is pretty cool. You know, we've discussed this quite a few times. They've been giving us some really cool 1/1 scale artifacts from the first 10 years of Marvel here. So obviously, this is one of the last things that we've seen on screen. Tony's glove. I guess the it looks like you put. I didn't really even like check this out honestly, but it looks like you put your hand in there and you can articulate your fingers and stuff in there like a regular glove. It's pretty fitted, right?
It's got to be to get that get some of these poses it's hitting for sure.
Right. Okay. And then you can snap in the stones. It seems like. I wonder if they are magnetic. You think? Does it say that?
I hope so. I hope they are.
That'd be
Missed
cool if they
opportunity.
had like some type of magnetic effect where it's almost like the stones are being drawn to that area of the glove. I think that'd be really cool. What's the price point on this?
This guy.
It's $99.
Whoa.
$99.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Wow.
is that better? I kind of changed my audio settings.
Yeah, I could hear you fine before, but yeah, you sound good.
All right, cool. So yeah, this is a $100 piece. It's like it's got some, posability, I guess. I don't know, some flexibility in the glove.
It's
What would
just
you
a
call it?
glove.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally a glove. Okay.
Yeah.
This
You-
is
you
some
put it on your hand.
Wish.com shit. I don't know. Nah, I'm kind of over it. Nah, this is a glove, dog. This is like a latex glove. Like, I'm going to be doing dishes with this thing. Like, I don't know.
Well, you have
know
the
what?
Infinity Gauntlet. You could snap your fingers and the dishes are done. Punch.
That's true. That is true.
You know what would have been cool is if this actually had like some real durability to it. If it was like an oven mitt or some shit too, that'd be hot.
Incredible.
Thinking ahead there,
But yeah, Stones here looking like Jolly Ranchers. I'm hungry all of a
Absolutely.
sudden.
Yep. Taste the
Yeah,
rainbow. For sure.
cool. I mean, I guess you can, attach them. They
I mean,
light up.
look at that. That literally looks like a piece of candy. You have to keep this away from small children. No question about it.
Yes.
So yeah, that was that. There was Surtur, and there was the glove. And then on what was this Friday? Did they reveal this stuff here?
Yeah. Again, right after the Power Rangers Fan Fest. Oh no, the Transformers Fan Fest.
Transformers, yeah. So Transformers, I was actually talking to somebody, shout out whoever that was, I forgot who it was, but I was talking to somebody and they were like, I wonder what they're gonna reveal today on Friday for Marvel Legends. And I'm like, oh no, well, it's not Marvel Legends day, it's for Transformers. He's like, well, that didn't stop them last time. And sure enough, they pretty much hitched a ride on the on Transformers Wave, and they dropped this. So more figures from the Infinity Saga. Our very first Obadiah Stane figure. Looks like a new suited body, maybe.
It kind of looks like the Logan or the Nick Fury.
I'm not 100% sure because it seems like he's a little bulkier in the upper torso.
Maybe it's just a Happy Hogan one.
Yeah.
Nah, Happy Hogan seemed like it was a little more chubby, little stockier. Yeah, I'd like confirmation though to know if this is some variation of the Logan or somewhere in between Logan and the standard suited stock body, basically. Brand new head sculpt at the very least, new tie color at the very least. The case is the briefcase is new.
He's got pinstripe shirt.
Yep, the shirt is different. Head sculpt looks great. This is not our first time getting the Ironmonger though, but absolutely shitting on the one that we did have from the past. So pretty cool. A lot of people complaining. He's got the pinky ring on too on that hand, so that's pretty,
yeah.
pretty cool. A lot of people complaining about the price point here. $73, 73, $75, something like that. But
yeah,
the Ironmonger is basically Build-A-Figure size. You know, you're getting quite a bit here. You're getting a Build-A-Figure and a larger regular figure here for $70. It's basically 50 and 20. It's about priced right, in my opinion. I don't think it's crazy. You know, you're getting some additional hands, some blast effects, the briefcase, and what have you. I think this is a pretty solid set. This is one that I'm gonna go after. I think, you know, if not just for the suited body.
Yeah, I'm pretty into this as well. I'm in the camp where I understand why it's $74. Still kind of think it's kind of a crackhead price, to be honest. I don't know.
that's you know, almost SHF prices if you're only like an MCU collector. You know,
Yeah.
there's no MCU SHF option for this, so you kind of do have to go with Legends. But I think this is kind of the thing that's going to separate the Infinity Saga program / the whole MCU line for Marvel Legends as like the collector line. You know.
Yeah, I mean, like, again, like, I get why it's 74. Like everything that you said, Boog, like it's it's built into the price point there. I think it's just generally the sticker shock, and I think a lot of people are experiencing the same thing. Like, you know, Marvel Legends, you expect a certain price point, and like 74 is just like the upper echelon of what you're expected to pay. Like, even like I'm trying to think of like the most expensive thing that we've seen like on retail shelves for a Marvel Legend before.
I don't think even a 3-pack has been.
Yeah,
it's
been 60 at most, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a little strange.
That 3-pack with what's her name? Moonstone and what was that pack book? It was Moonstone.
Moonstone.
Radioactive Man.
Radioactive Man.
Even that was like like $50 or something, $60.
Well, what about some of these 10 years of Marvel 3-packs? What about?
I was gonna say, yeah, the most direct comparison would be like the 10 years program they did, where it was like the 3-pack with the Thanos Build-A-Figure, with the new Doctor Strange with like the updated head, and then the Iron Man.
It's true.
What about the one with Pepper Potts with the where she's at the tank top?
The Mandarin,
yeah.
That was 60 though. I remember that one for
that was 60 as well. Okay, all right.
How much was the 3-pack I was talking about? I feel like that one was like around.
That one might be a little bit more.
So the chat knows.
Tyrone Wested is saying Hulk versus Hulkbuster was $80. So okay, I think it's just a sticker shock of like everybody just being so used to Marvel Legends being around $20, and then all of a sudden you see this guy for 74, and you're like, oh fuck. But you know, I get it. At the end of the day, I get it. So whatever.
Brian Merchant saying the Iron Man 3-pack with Pepper and Trevor was 70.
Oh damn! Egg on my face. I'm an idiot.
Okay. We got Kevin toying around in the chat, and he says hello there. So we have to say General Kenobi.
Incredible. But yeah, you said you're getting
popping up in the Marvel Legends segment, appropriate because he just had Ryan Ting over on his stream. So people should go check that out after this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Some big guests on some shows this past week. Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know Poncho's loving the price of this 2-pack because it's going to show up at GameStop. and it's gonna go super clearance at some point. So he's loving this price. Oh yeah, 72.99. That's more than fair.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if even before the GameStop price drop, it'll be on Amazon or something like that, and you'll be able to catch one of those quick sales or something like that. So, there's hope. You may catch a break with this for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'll be getting it at some point as well. Like, Iron Man 1, it's one of my favorite MCU films.
Yeah.
So like I will take as much Iron Man 1 stuff as possible. Whatever they throw out, I will take it.
If you want to get the that Iron Man that they got coming out too, then it makes sense for you to get the Iron manga for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
The Mark 3 is it that they're gonna put out?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one to go with this. Yeah. Final battle status.
Right. So
All right.
yeah, the climactic battle, right?
Right.
So yeah, even, like I said, even at the very least, if you just building your suited goon army, then you off to a good start right now.
Yeah, this is like head goon right here with the pinky ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. Very funny. I was actually over at shout out to Collector Cave in the Bronx. Shout out to my man I Am Fat Ninja. I just made a run over to Collector Cave, and I was looking at the Fox Professor X and Magneto 2-pack with the that suited body for Professor X.
Yeah.
I never really looked at it or saw it in person, and I'm just like, oh wow, that's another goon that you could probably use. Just swap off the head there. So I'm gonna have to double back and pick that up at some point. But yeah, Marvel Legends really doing their thing with the suited bodies here. So at some point, I'm sure we're gonna see Mr. Negative and whoever else might be in a suit that they need to do. But yeah, moving on. They also revealed the Infinity Saga Captain America. This is Captain America from Avengers Infinity War when he was in Wakanda and he had the Wakanda shields. We did get one of these figures prior in a Thanos Build-A-Figure wave. I believe it was that first MCU Thanos that was like oddly colored and looked really strange.
Sure. You think they got a picture of that first one pinned up at all times whenever they're sculpting a new Steve Rogers, and they're just like, don't let this happen again.
Basically, it's like the fucking half-baked nasty Nate photo on the wall and shit for them, right?
Because like every head sculpt that's been coming out has just been getting just better and better with each one.
For sure.
I would say this one it doesn't really, it's not 100% there, but it's definitely leaps and bounds than over the last one for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I like the mold. If it's Chris Evans, it looks like they may be utilizing parts from the what was that?
Worthy Cap?
Worthy Cap, yes, exactly.
He looks like he's
looks to be the same sculpt, at least,
He looks like he's like, let's go get that son of a bitch.
Either that or he's dropping a mean deuce or something.
He's got the classic pose right there from the meme.
Not the Hasbro pose.
It's twice. It happened. The same pose is twice in these promotional images. I
You're
think.
right about that. There it is.
There it is,
See
right
that?
there. Yeah. Come on, what's going on?
Everybody do it. It's slightly like off kilter.
If Kevin ever gets Ryan Ting back on the show, man, or somebody from the Hasbro team for Marvel Legends, please ask them to switch it up.
Or at least bring that shoulder up a little bit so it looks like they're ready to strike, from this to this. I don't know.
I feel like I saw that this past week somewhere, like a comparison of all of those photos.
Yeah, that was the podcast a couple weeks ago, right?
Well, did we look at it on the podcast? Nah, I don't feel like...
Yeah, we did.
We did on the podcast.
Right.
That may have been last week while you were out.
Was it? I thought he was here for it.
It was last week while he wasn't here, I think.
Okay, yeah, I saw the post from whoever put together the post, but I didn't see it on our podcast, unfortunately.
He's not watching his own podcast.
Dang, confirmed.
Who does?
Confirmed.
Who does?
This guy has a Miami getaway, and he's telling his lady, "I'm not watching these fucks."
Yeah, Yeah, you're doing a lot over there that you don't really need anything in the background to listen to.
Wow.
Well, if you want to properly set the mood, just put on the A.C.B.A podcast.
Yeah, our new intro is gonna have some nice R&B beats.
Yeah.
Play the
That's it.
Scarface soundtrack, Siri.
Yeah, I like I like the neutral head here though a little better, but yeah, maybe they're getting Dwight to pose for some of these. Just using Dwight basically.
So great.
But yeah, again, I really do like this sculpt at the very least. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna see a bunch of customized heads and people doing their own thing for their Steve Rogers here, but I do like this sculpt a lot. So yeah, that was that. Cap went up. I think this was a Walmart exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. So
That's right.
I
Classic.
guess we could look forward to a lot of middle-aged, slightly overweight dudes fighting in the aisle for this as well.
Yeah, put on your
I wouldn't
basketball
have it any
shorts.
other way. That's how you know you've earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys could do it all day.
How else would you know
Very good, very good.
All right, we're not getting better than that. Let's move on.
Okay. Before we move on, real quick, Jermichael Johnson hit us with 5. Our Paul Mooney correspondent on the ground. He said, "Hey everyone, first things first. Rest in peace, Paul Mooney."
Rest in peace. Word up. Rest in peace to Paul Mooney.
Man,
If you have never had the pleasure of sitting down and watching Paul Mooney do stand up in person, then the next best thing is just getting on YouTube here or something and just just going through a few of them. If you are Caucasian, hopefully you aren't very thin skinned because this guy.
yeah, all the Paul Mooney bits are making the rounds. There's a stuff from Chappelle and everything. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. But
Classics.
Paul Mooney was, I mean, like most comedians, like most great comedians are, he was a very highly intelligent dude. Obviously there with good comedy comes a high level of intelligence. So this guy was very, very smart and knew a lot about history, about Black history and just American history and what have you. And, his stuff was not for the faint of heart. That's for sure. But,
and
but
listen, I want to use this as a quick segue because Mezco this week did have a Predator 2 figure for their Mezco Designer Series, and it happened to be on the same day that the Paul Mooney news came out that he had passed away, and was obviously we all know, and Jermichael Johnson has been very kind and consistent with reminding me of the failure that is that Paul Mooney was not actually in Predator 2.
No, he was not.
He was not. But the fact that is a thing on this podcast and that he died on the same day that this figure came out, that wouldn't have any significance if it weren't for this show. Just because of the show and my dumb idiot brain, that is a funny coincidence. So,
It's true. Comes full circle.
Thank you, Johnson. You really are a part of history.
He bookends his comment with saying to pay respect to you, Fabio. He said, got my first in-hand Mezco this week as well. I got the Logan figure. I also have Bishop on pre-order. Hell yeah. So you're making a difference, Fabio.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, Brother Bear.
Also, Boog.
The final thing I'll say about Paul Mooney is that, he had as Boog was saying, a very, intelligent man with a little bit of controversy in his past. He was a writer for Richard Pryor and all this stuff. And there are worse things that people are remembering Paul Mooney by than being mistakenly in Predator 2.
Mistakenly in Predator 2.
My mistake.
Yes.
Mistakenly thinking he may have been in this movie, but hey, that's how this thing goes.
Hey, it's all
yeah,
good.
congrats to Jermichael Johnson for the great Logan figure. Congrats, man. Hope you like it.
Hell
Get
yeah.
that Bishop. Build that X-Men team.
That was a wild segue, but were we done with Legends? Was that
Yeah,
it?
but before we move on,
Before we move on,
yeah. Bo Biggs hit us with 5. He said, "I'm gonna have that Infinity Saga cap slap the shit out of Disney plus John Walker. Incredible."
Now you're talking, bro.
Yes.
And then bookending Marvel Legends, Andrew Gladwell hit us with 10 with a great question. He said, "Evening guys, question. In terms of Hasbro's major brands, how do you think they rank in terms of sales and profitability from best to worst between Marvel, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Power Rangers?"
Between those 5 specifically, or are we throwing in
The-
all of the other new ones then?
I would imagine just those 5.
Well, I mean, the reality is that the GI Joe doesn't cost them anything. There's no licensor to pay. There's no person to ask for approval. So just like profit wise, they would have to be the best. Like, I mean, obviously Transformers isn't thrown in this, but Transformers is another property
No,
that
the
they
Transformers is
don't
in
pay
here.
for.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. He said that. Okay, well, Transformers and GI Joe, like, nothing is going to beat their profitability just because they're in-house product.
Mhm.
You know, there's nobody for them to pay. There's nobody for them to ask. It's their creation, their return, like 100%.
That's true. But Rick,
I
how
mean,
can they make money on G.I. Joe if there's not any figures?
Yeah.
Figures. Good luck finding them though.
You know what's funny? When I was over at Collector Cave, I just saw the Lady J for the first time in person. Really, really nice looking figure. I didn't pick her up, but
If if
really
Amazon if Amazon screws me out of my pre-orders of Lady J and Flint, I'm gonna fucking kill someone. They canceled
Don't let him down, guys. He's on the edge.
they canceled all of my Villain Waves figures, and I got them in early. I got those pre-orders in early. Like pretty much everybody's gotten theirs canceled. Really sucks. Thanks Amazon, you fucking jerks.
I should actually have that Villains Wave on Monday, I think.
Sheesh.
But as far as the licenses, I mean, I would agree. I guess GI Joe and Transformers would have to, be near the top. I don't know that they produce the volume that Marvel Legends has, and in sheer volume, I think Marvel and Star Wars might beat them.
I actually disagree. I think Transformers volume is like the highest toy volume that I see in
Really?
the toy section. Yeah, there's so many lines, and there's so many there's like kids lines, and then there's adults lines, and then there's like a collector line within it. Like it's a lot, man.
I can see that too.
Transformers is a lot. Yeah, Transformers is a lot.
Ever since
And
I
then there's
started,
Masterpiece
But
and-
are we supposed to be ranking them as far as best to worst, not who's putting out the most content or not,
no,
though, right?
they said profitability. I thought.
Oh,
Yes.
profit.
Yeah,
Okay.
sales and profitability.
Okay. All right. Well,
But we're
Marvel
just
gotta be
having the
up
discussion
there.
of whether all this stuff. I mean, because Power Rangers could be in with GI Joe and Transformers as far as not being a licensed thing. They own it now. They bought it outright. So that's
They
got to
did.
make all profit for them too.
They got it from Saban.
That's true.
Yeah.
Still
G.I.
paying off the
G.I.
Saban
Joe,
debt.
G.I. Joe could end up being their most profitable line if they went all in the fashion that Marvel Legends goes all in.
Right.
It would have to be one of those lines where they own the license, like you guys said. So basically, but as of right now, I would have to think that Rick, you might be right about Transformers, but Marvel Legends has got to be in the top 3. No question
Oh
about it.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're Marvel, like, it's it's definitely right. GI Joe just doesn't make the amount right now. Like their quantities are so terrible. So I'd say the Marvel would be number 2. I don't think that Star Wars currently is beating Marvel. I'm sure everybody's noticed, like, Star Wars, like, even with the new stuff that's out in stores right now, they don't really release like they used to, or like when a movie's out.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Can we get into our next topic?
absolutely. One last thing I'll say about this cap. Oreo Omega has the best comment of the night. Cap looks like Tim Allen mid Santa Claus transformation. Incredible.
Oh my, he does.
Oh,
When-
shit.
This is after
When he's
2
try-
Santa Claus 1.
And I just when I was a kid, it would piss me off all the
Hilarious.
time that I would watch that movie and I'd be like, why aren't people thinking anything? He's gaining weight every 2 seconds. His beard grows back instantly. Like, they're not like they're all like, you're fine, Tim Allen. What?
Oh man, incredible. All right, next up is Bandai. There's a couple of
Bandai.
things. Top is this. This is what I want to talk about. This is pretty interesting right here. This is literally something pulled out of like a wet dream, to be quite honest.
Oh my god. I
Ri-
hope the audience knows we're in Poncho's wedding.
have you guys heard of this yet or no?
Yeah, I saw a little story about this on Marvelous News, I guess. But yeah, this is supposed to be based directly on something that's happening in the comic books right now, right?
Well, it's a comic book that's not out yet. Like
Okay.
it's being penned by this artist Ilichi Shimizu. I'm butchering that, of course.
Yeah, definitely. You sound like me right now.
I
What the
know it's
fuck?
it's the worst. It's because he's got like a fucking L's in his name and shit. I can't do that. Anyway, yeah, this he does the Ultraman.
Those are eyes. His name is Eiichi Shimizu.
Oh, it is Aichi. God damn, my bad.
Mm.
Damn, man.
He's like
Mhm.
Elchi.
I was like, that's
Elchi.
that's why I was so like thrown off. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, he does the Ultraman comics. The designs of the Ultraman comics are sick. He also designed a figure I'm still waiting for, which would have been which would have been like my figure of the year last year if it ever got here. But it's a Mega Man X figure. It's the Falcon, like Ultimate Falcon armor redesigned figure. It looks like possibly like the sexiest toy I've ever seen in my entire life. It looks so cool. And the reason I'm so excited about this is because it's literally just going to be a Marvel comic where everybody has like tokusatsu powers. They're gonna fucking transform and shit. They're all gonna have like it's basically gonna be like Marvel Power Rangers, and it's gonna be like, you know, it could either hit or miss. I don't know, but like
Okay, and who do I make the check out to?
exactly.
Poncho, I cannot believe you, sir.
Uh oh.
You didn't. Nobody here is mentioning the fact that one of our own viewers is the person that created this cover art.
No shit.
Chamba.
Did he
Chamba,
really?
Who is a regular. It says it right there. Chamba, who is a regular viewer,
Oh fuck!
is the man behind the cover art. So Chamba, I don't know if you're watching this week, but if you
Wow, that's
are,
crazy.
Amazing.
wow, what a fucking guy, Chamba. You're something else.
Hell yeah, dude.
Shout out to Chamba and the Udon team. You guys are the fucking best.
Nice. This looks beautiful. Good job.
Yeah, congrats. Pretty sick.
Incredible, dude.
So yeah, tell us more. I'm
Yeah,
intrigued.
so the reason that this like makes headway onto our podcast is because SHF will be doing figures of the armored up versions of the characters.
What?
Yeah, believe it or not, Fabio.
Oh yeah,
You
let me tell
really
you
caught
guys,
him off guard with that one.
let me tell you guys who are complaining about the price of that Ironmonger.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely. Yeah,
but
these
Get
shits are
ready
all
for some shit.
yeah, these are all about to be Bandai exclusives. So you know, hold on to your wallets, I guess.
Yeah, the only one that isn't is gonna be like Iron Man and Thanos. Everybody else is probably gonna be Bandai.
Absolutely.
I like that these are very classic designs, but you know, obviously a little modernized.
Well, don't get too attached to them yet, because they're gonna look nothing like this in the comic.
Oh,
once they suit up, man, like
allow me to correct myself.
well, so like they're keeping like the designs like pretty close to the vest right now. They haven't revealed any of the designs. They're saying sometime in June is when the designs are going to come out officially. And then they're just saying, you know, go to marvel.com for more information, but it's pretty sick. I'm pretty excited for this. Like, I mean, I love like tokusatsu culture and stuff like that, so tokusatsu and like Marvel coming together is like really sick to me. And like, you know, tokusatsu and Marvel coming together is what spawned Spider-Man, which spawned arguably like the Power Rangers genre, like, to begin with. So pretty sick.
And
right, well,
David
I'm
Walton is
looking
asking,
forward.
does this mean they'll get a Megazord?
Dude, yeah.
Is there some kind of Avengers Megazord?
I
We have
wouldn't.
to-
I really wouldn't put it past them. If this is, Rick, if they like somehow like retcon Spider-Man into this, and we get
Oh
a
my
Marvel
God, don't you
Legends
dare.
Leopardon, I'm going to lose
That
my
would be
fucking
incredible.
marbles.
Dude, I'm
Bruh.
you're gonna lose your fucking marbles.
And it's interesting that this is coming because like Spider-Man is going to be in Into the Spider-Verse too. So like it just seems like Spider-Man, like this would be a great time to introduce the character into like the greater, like the wider scope for like more casual audiences and stuff like that. So it's just a really cool time to be like a fan of like this shit, I guess. So it's pretty tight.
And Pancho, how does it feel to be someone who liked Spider-Man before he was cool?
I don't know. I feel like a trailblazer.
Okay.
I don't know. It's pretty tight.
We're all just catching up to what you've known all along. It's pretty sick.
It's okay. There's room for everybody here. I'm not gonna gatekeep this shit like some sort of loser.
All right, that's pretty sick. Congrats to Chamba, friend of the show.
Absolutely. There's some other stuff with with Bandai. Trying to remember off the top of my head. Mechagodzilla went up officially for sure, and it was gone immediately.
Shame.
I didn't. It was so fast. I didn't even have a chance to like really
think about it.
Contemplate on shit. Yeah, like, all right. I guess I'm not getting it.
Super Saiyan 4 Goku was kind of popping in and out of stock in different places over the week too.
That's true. Goku actually went up on Amazon. I was at work. I got back from lunch. Since this guy came out, like I've had the Amazon listing up on my browser at home and my browser at work, and every once in a while I'll just refresh it just for fun. And I got back from lunch and I clicked refresh and he was just in stock, and I was like, "Excuse me?" So he was in stock for like a couple of hours, to be quite honest, like maybe about like 6 hours or something like that.
So no complaints if you missed it.
I mean, like 6 hours is in the grand scheme is a pretty small window. Also,
not for the real fans.
That's true. If you're a real fan, then why didn't you get him earlier when he was only up for 1 minute? So
well,
I don't know.
I don't have my loyalty questioned like this.
But yeah, it's more apparent now. Like now that Amazon got up, like of course, like the panel here knows that this would have been readily available from the jump, but like people, especially people who are just starting on this line and don't really know the ups and downs of like what a regular release figure's distribution is like, those guys are pretty worried for the last couple of days. But I think now more than ever, like it's like it's quelling a lot of like concerns that a lot of people have in terms of if they'll be able to get them or not. So I think you'll be able. I think it'll be fine, man. Like at the worst, you probably won't have them for like a month or two, and then they'll just do another print run. So business as usual for this guy.
So we're fine. Double jeopardy.
They can't convict a husband and wife for the same crime.
Stupid.
I have the worst fucking attorneys.
Stupid. Yeah, that was. I think that was it for SHF, to be quite honest, or like or Bandai or anything like that.
Hell yeah, dude! We're gonna have this patient in and out of here in no time.
Yeah, and we'll charge them full price still too. It's gonna be
price. And charge him for anesthesia instead of the local.
Absolutely. Next up is Mafex. Yeah. Out of nowhere, dude.
Miracle action figure X. EX. And doesn't get more X than Jean Grey right here.
Well,
Am I wrong?
She's somebody's ex. She's somebody's ex, man.
She's two people's ex at the same time, often.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's it
right now?
Whose dog is that?
My roommate's dog's going crazy. I hope you guys can't hear that.
Oh, we can. Absolutely.
Oh, boy.
It's like we're in the room right now.
Well, what do we think about this Jean Grey?
Yeah, you guys go ahead. What's the hot take?
This looks very intriguing. However, what the fuck are those effects for the hand? And
I don't know.
I'm not really sold on a head sculpt just yet.
Well,
I gotta wait till we see the official.
Can we address the fact that Boog isn't for Jean Grey's magical bubble powers? What the fuck? What's going on?
Yeah, this is like when Star-Lord tried to kill Gamora and
what
the gun
that is.
comes out like bubbles.
Like you're gonna see, man, that those effects were probably meant for another figure, and they were just like, "Hey, put him in with Jean Grey." And they're like, "Oh yes, fucking genius."
That looks so stupid. What is that? I don't understand. They not know what Jean Grey's powers are? I don't understand.
Hey, I don't know what Jean Grey's powers are. This figure looks great to me, so I don't fucking know.
Yeah, this is gonna be a can of beans situation. 'Cause the figure itself looks very
Basically,
good.
look, it's Jean Grey is not only a telepath, but she is a telekinetic. So she
Mhm.
can move objects with her mind, as well as read your mind and implore you to do certain things through mind control. I don't know what this power is. I guess it's
Hmm.
supposed to be her kind of showing that she is moving some object with her telekinesis, but again, it looks like bubbles. It looks
Yeah.
like oh, what the deal is with that.
She went
So,
from telepath to bubble bath right now.
Oh! Okay, moving
very
on.
good, very good. Then people were also complaining that there is only one hair sculpt. We don't have the ponytail Jean Grey with this
Oh,
costume.
that's a very valid
Um,
complaint.
yeah, very very valid. I don't really like any of these head sculpts from what I'm seeing right here right now. Honestly,
Interesting.
um,
Mm.
this didn't really knock my socks off. Honestly,
But if you've been collecting Mafex X-Men, I mean, this is gonna have to be your Jean
yeah.
Grey.
Yeah, no question, because it looks like they are hell bent on putting together a Jim Lee X-Men team. So as
Yep.
it stands right now, we already got Wolverine and his yellow costume, which I didn't particularly care for because of the colors on that costume. However, the brown suit version is about to drop like any day now, I guess, or within the next couple weeks in June. And you may want to do the brown suit version with your Jim Lee X-Men. And
Mhm.
then we know we're going to get Gambit, which looks to possibly be their best one so far. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. They just teased Jean Grey here. Who else we supposed to be getting?
They got Cyclops out already too.
All right, we got Cyclops already. Another one that I wasn't like really happy with. I think his upper torso looked kind of weird. However, if you put the jacket from the Mezco version on your Mafex Cyclops, that looks amazing. And yeah, I don't know where they're gonna go next. What do you guys think? What's the next?
You could have just stopped at the Mezco one. Looks amazing.
Here you go.
God.
What would you guys think is the next reveal?
I mean, I'd like to see how they do a Beast for sure. That's the obvious one. I mean, a Nightcrawler, something that really maximizes the articulation. You know.
Yeah, I'd like a Beast too, just to see how they would handle like because their Dark Knight Returns Batman, he's like a thicker character,
Mhm.
thick. So and he moves quite well. So like they've definitely got the tech down for sure. So I'd like a bulkier character. I think we've seen a lot of like these athletic build type archetype characters. So somebody with like a different silhouette would definitely be
Yeah.
welcomed for sure.
Colossus. I mean, maybe something smaller like Jubilee. You know,
Ooh,
just gotta build that team, that blue and gold.
that's true. I'm kind of on the bench. I don't know shit. So.
All right. Any final thoughts on Ms. Gray here? All right, sick. Moving on.
Yeah, we need
Speaking
the
of Dark Knight Returns, Batman has not been seen for 10 years.
oh shit.
Superman, though, our first look at him right here.
Let's go. Immediately, what I think is when we're gonna get the stupid one-armed Green Arrow, because like, why would they put the arrow?
Yeah.
I think this looks incredible. I mean, I don't know. This looks like it's from the comic.
This guy,
He looks like the
This
one
guy-
from the thing, for sure.
he's
Yeah.
absolutely jacked. So this dude did not stop going to the gym during the
No,
pandemic.
This dude's on
He's been-
trend.
He kept going, bro.
But yeah, he's got that super chin, that Frank Miller chin.
Yeah.
those
Oh,
cheekbones.
he almost looks disgusting. Classic
Yeah.
Frank Miller.
I mean,
I
yeah,
saw
no,
somebody.
he looks good. I actually honestly like the proportions of this one more than the Hush, but I like the Hush head more. So I wonder if there's any swap possibilities there.
Whoa.
Then we swapping
What are
head,
you
baby.
talking
Is that
about?
what you talking
So
about?
Now you're talking to me nice, bro.
You know,
somebody,
Just saying.
saw somebody
Well,
comment
well-
that they thought this was the. Can you guys not hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, I got you, Rick.
Sorry. I saw somebody comment that they thought this was the same body as the Batman. I'm like, nah, dog. That can't be right.
No way.
No, that Batman is girthy. This isn't.
Yeah.
This is thick, not girth. Like, look at
Yeah,
that.
this Superman has a perfect hourglass.
Yeah,
Very
man, this-
very muscular for this one, yeah.
hmm He's got a
Um,
really small waist and then like huge thighs. Look at
Small
that.
waist, pretty face, and a big bank.
That's what I'm talking about.
Poncho, get out of my head.
I know, stupid.
Wow, we're bringing TikTok to A.C.B.A, baby.
Oh Christ.
Hey, yeah, we should bring A.C.B.A to TikTok. Speaking of that.
Yeah, man. I like to see that everybody here is a man of culture.
Yeah, of course.
1-6 shooter in chat is saying loving this. Mafex is on fire. I couldn't agree more, dude. When it comes to specifically when it comes to this DC line, like they don't miss. Like it's
Yeah, man. And if
go ahead.
I was gonna say if we don't get that Green Arrow, they're fucking up.
The Green Arrow needs to come with a removable arm. He's got to do it all, baby.
Gotta be a
man,
Robin coming too. Like, come on.
They
Carrie
just
Kelly
they
Robin.
just gave us the arrow and they were like, yeah, that's enough.
Well, Fabio, the Carrie Kelly Robin is coming. It's coming in a 2-pack with
okay, cool.
with a
I
different.
don't think you're gonna be able to get that single carded, but yeah, it's part of the 2-pack. I passed up on the single carded battle damage blue one because I was getting the 2-pack. So
Yo,
yeah, I'm
look,
excited for
we're
that.
driving to we're driving to the store in the same car, baby. That's exactly what I did.
So yeah, this looks very good. I'm excited to see what other little surprises may be packed in here, because sometimes when they show these first solicits, they don't show everything. So maybe there might be one or two other things packed in here. And we also know that Mafex sometimes likes to give you items with one figure that ultimately will be used with another figure that they're gonna release. So
yeah, these are literally like first solicit scans, very very low res. We don't really know exactly what he's coming with.
I would usually their pattern is when these images drop, next week the pre-order goes up. So I'd say by Wednesday we'll probably see the pre-order.
Yeah,
Okay.
expect them both like at random sometime this week, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
So yeah,
I
that should
hope
be
so.
very interesting. So you guys said you think they'll do Green Arrow?
I mean, it's a strong possibility he's coming with like the arrow, but like,
Right. Yeah, to your point, Boog. You know, if they include the arrow with them, maybe that's a hint that Green Arrow's coming too.
I wouldn't be surprised if they never did him. To be quite honest, I think I'm like 50-50. Because like when you really think of like Green Arrow in terms of this story, like he is pivotal in the story, but like I don't know if that translates over to like we got to make a figure of him. So,
Good point.
have they announced the Joker for this one? I can't remember.
They have, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You know what? That just crossed my mind. Yeah. They did, right?
Yeah, they have the white suit Joker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Was that Mafex? I got.
Yeah, that was the one that had the boomerang or the batarang.
Yeah, the
stuck
boomerang.
inside. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Captain
it now.
Batarang.
Very true. Yeah, I wonder if
Yeah,
like
she's right.
what
so
would be
that-
next in the story if they were to do anybody else. Like, what would they do? Green Arrow at this point it literally is Green Arrow.
I mean, if they're gonna continue doing Dark Knight Returns, they got to move into the other two books, you know, because there was a part 2 and a part 3.
That is true.
Did they do the mutant leader in this line? I forget.
No,
that's true. I don't
no
think they
mutant
did.
leader yet. So that might be next because that would work in tandem with the battle damaged Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
If they did
yeah,
some of the mutant punks too, that would be sick.
Oh Christ!
Oh,
Could you imagine army building at $90 each? Well, you can. You don't have to imagine, Fabio. You fucking
Yeah,
do this
I
shit
don't
every
have to
day.
imagine that. That sounds very reasonable.
Oh yeah, reasonable,
sounds like-
sure.
That sounds like exactly what he does already.
I squad build. There's a difference.
Squad build. The mental gymnastics.
Hey, I spent less on my Black Skull's Death Brigade than Boog did on his entire Stormtrooper army, so it's all good.
Oh yeah. Badge of honor, that one. Nika Hodge is saying Hush Harley has to come out. Hell yeah. Swastika Boob Lady, you know? Let's get the whole squad together.
Swastika Boob Lady? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what would be good is getting a Nightwing, because Nightwing was in Hush, so getting a Nightwing Hush would be sick.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. Could Nightwing dethrone Wonder Woman with best ass tech in the game? You think so?
Oh man, we have to. We better.
You gotta have drop down glutes on it.
Hey, I don't know.
Stupid.
We're just giving industry ideas away for free here.
Hey, well, you know, we gotta
You
string
think,
them along
you
with
think
free
we-
ideas
you
first.
You think we're gonna get Nightwing from the Hush line?
Yeah, that's what we're saying. He would have that drop down glute.
I think so, just because like I don't know if you guys know this, but Nightwing is like really popular in Japan to the point where,
Hella
like,
popular.
yeah, Americans actually get really pissed that DC Comics draws him to look Asian now. Like they get really pissed off. Like I've seen white guys on my feed all the time. Like, why does he look like this?
And that's just so it's easier for Poncho's cousins to cosplay as him.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
You know, Kuya Nightwing out here is a very strong
Yeah, man.
movement.
Shout out to all the boys in PH.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Pack Photos. And hey, you know, Advocate Pinoy, wherever the hell you are, shout out to you too.
Hey, come on.
Oh yeah, let's go.
We miss you, Dom, every day.
Every day. He's doing his thing with like traditional photography. Who would have thought?
Come on. These skills don't translate over.
That's true. Stupid.
All right.
But yeah, that does it.
For Miracle Action Figure EX.
Absolutely.
I try to stay away from the Mafex conversation, so I just call it Miracle Action Figure EX.
You know what? Because I can't
we
see the
need to
YouTube.
settle this debate at some point.
Let's settle it now.
It's like potato, tomato, you know, is whatever.
Potato, tomato, carrot, whatever.
They all go in a soup, baby.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard people say Mafex. I don't know. That's what I'll call it.
I think at first I was calling it Mafex.
We were all calling it Mafex.
Lately, I hear more people calling it Mafex, so my
Everybody
mind
calls it
starts
Mafex
hearing it
because
as Mafex more.
The A doesn't make that sound in Japanese, so that's why everybody calls it Mafex. Because it doesn't go May. Like that's not a sound in the Japanese language.
Yeah, there's no Justin Timberlake in
doesn't
Japan.
make sense. Even though I always call it Mafex, it really doesn't make sense. It would be MAY or MAE or something like that if it was Mafex. So yeah, it probably is Mafex.
Mafex.
Okay, well, we settled that.
There we go.
Next up,
pretty definitive, I would say.
True. Next up is NECA.
Hold on, before we move on, because it's the same thing. Do we have a topic for Sentinel?
We do not.
No, we can throw it in Misk.
Misk, baby.
Because everybody has that Miles already.
That's true.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll pop that in. Let's talk about some NECA real quick.
Everybody has that already.
Who's everybody? I haven't seen
everybody overseas.
Yeah, like it's already available in my Ami order, but I'm not shipping that shit out until the end of the month.
Yeah, it's available for me too, but I think I'm gonna wait a few more days as well.
I canceled my shit from Ami. From Ami. Let's be very clear. I canceled it from Ami.
Because you get it from GameStop. Right?
Yeah, I got it during the Black Friday sale at GameStop, and it's stacked with my discount. Holla at your boy. I got him for like $50.
Wow.
There you go.
That's it. So I sent Ami an email. Hey, sorry about this, guys. Could you please cancel my pre-order? Please, I'm begging you, don't ban me again. But hey, come on. They're all like, yeah, sure. Just don't let it happen again.
Can't believe you had the balls to do that.
Hey, well,
I'd have been too scared, man.
What are they gonna do? Ban me? It's happened already. Whatever.
All right. What about some of these NECA reveals, huh?
Let's go.
What's up with that?
Dang.
Wow.
So over this past week, they had a kind of a series of solicits go up, which are all intended to be like coming Father's Day season. and there's some different like direct or first to market exclusives for both Target and for Walmart. So some of these are going first to Target, some of them are going first to Walmart. This Father's Day, first to Target, it's going to be a couple new versions of King Kong, The Thing, and our friend here, Doc Brown
Nice.
from Back to the Future 2.
Dang, look at that. Look at the money case, dude. That's the reason to get this.
Yeah. Pretty sick. He's got cash from all the time periods. Yeah, this is pretty sick.
You know what? Free idea for everybody here. Pick this up for when eventually Loki comes out, so you can pair that with your Loki figure.
Hey, oh my goodness. There's an idea. And this Doc Brown looks great. I love the expressions on the face.
Hey, he looks kind of cracked out. It's pretty great.
Hell yeah, he does.
That's it. Yeah, they're really getting their money's worth out of that.
It was some movie I just watched with a minute. It was on
Back to the Future.
On Netflix. Nah. He's in a movie that just got released on Netflix recently. Damn it. I just saw it the other day.
Army of the Dead.
Oh, brother, we'll talk about that soon.
I did literally just watch that right before today's podcast.
Hell yeah, I watched it too, so we have some shit to say.
Okay, cool. But yeah, there's Doc Brown looking real good. Another King Kong is coming, kind of like a final, climbing up the tower, final scene, sort of King Kong. He's got a plane with little people in it.
They're really getting their money's worth out of that mold.
Hell yeah. And he comes with some. There's a different version now. This is like a Skull Island King Kong, where he's still on the island. He's fighting some little creatures. He's got like a big branch, like a tree trunk or something. If you want to bash some skulls in, there's your King Kong to do it. Pretty sick. You're right. They're getting that use out of that mold. Sure. And then from The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing, it's R.J. McCready.
Let's go. Great sculpt on this.
Basically is young Ego for anyone who wants this head sculpt for their Marvel Legends.
Very true.
Looking pretty sick. Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, he looks really good. Lots of accessories. Boog, come on, you want the Scotch glass?
That's it.
Oh, absolutely. We talked about this before. Yeah.
He's coming this Father's Day. Maybe your daughter will surprise you, huh?
Yeah.
When I think of like the upper echelon of like really good NECA sculpts, this is what comes to mind for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
Yep.
I like that we got the Jeffrey Dahmer.
Look very good. Oh, and the name of that movie that Doc was in. The name of that movie that Doc was in on that's on Netflix right now is called Nobody. If you guys want to check that out.
Nobody.
It's terribly, terribly good. It's really terrible, but
I'm just a gigolo. I ain't got nobody. And then coming first to Target, or excuse me, first to Walmart, it's going to be a couple of the boys figures, and then a new version of the Frankenstein's monster, and a grapnel launcher replica from Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, wow.
Here's Homelander.
Wild.
Everybody's favorite evil Superman pastiche.
Long torso and all. Short legs.
Hell yeah.
Torso.
Look at those pecs, man. Yeah, he do have kind of a big waist, doesn't he?
Legs are just too short. It's weird.
They're very short.
Yeah, legs maybe look a little stubby. I feel like just because of the separation, it makes the thighs look like smaller.
I think from his shin to his ankle should be longer. They took my shins.
He killed Pretty Man.
Well, there he is.
There he is, and
Yeah,
there he goes.
I'm not hold on.
I don't think the cape is accurate either. I think it's a little too big.
I don't think the figure looks accurate. I've never even seen the show. So,
What? You should watch it.
I know. It's par for the course at this point.
It's very good.
I was I reconnect, not reconnect, but like you don't talk to like your best friend for like like a year or two, but it doesn't really matter. You just start talking like as if nothing happened. Recently, started talking to my best friend again, and then he made like a Game of Thrones reference, and he's like, "Get it?" And I was like, "Nah, dude, I never watched that." He's like dumbfounded. Oh man.
Yeah, we'd have a hard time getting along in real life, Poncho.
Hey, well, we can make it work.
That's just the kind of thing I'm not willing to look past.
Okay, it's okay.
But yeah, boys looking. It's a very good show. You should watch it. But this Homelander looking very good.
Very nice.
And then along with him is Starlight,
Very cool.
Starbright.
What's the likeness looking like on this? It looks like her.
I think this head looks more like her than this one.
It looks, if it's the actress I'm thinking about, it looks like they nailed the bone structure.
It's Erin Moriarty.
What her name?
Wait, like her jawline.
I was about to say, is somebody
huge on this
choking
one.
Poncho? Jesus.
Sorry, just the oxygen is choking me at this point.
I don't know. This jawline on this particular hat, I don't know if it's quite good, but the other one looks okay.
Oh, so no head.
So no head.
I guess she has removable like bracers or something because they're shown separately right here.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if they're interchangeable or what, but there you go. That's Starlight. There she is with Mr. Homelander, and of course, they would always be standing triumphantly next to each other, just like in the show right here.
Nice. Homelander looks like he's shit, dude. God.
He has.
Brandon
And then
Patterson
there's
says, "Do I even watch TV?" I don't even have it. I don't have a comeback for that. Apparently, I fucking don't.
You're being gatekept from television,
I know.
Poncho. Then here's the new color variant of Frankenstein's monster.
Hell yeah, this is what I was waiting for.
Here he is, Mr. Karloff himself.
Imagine waiting for a figure in color. Good old NECA.
Well, it came 20 years after the black and white, you know, just like in real life.
Hey, you know what? There's those mental gymnastics again.
Well, you knew it was coming.
That's
Mezco
true.
did the same thing. There's a color and a black and white version of the same character.
Very true.
There he is.
I'm very excited for this. Add this to the list of figures I can justify buying to my wife. She loves this shit.
This is a display right next to the television type of figure.
For sure.
You know.
Well, I would never see it. I don't watch TV, so.
And then here is a prop replica of the grapple launcher from Batman TAS, the animated series, as we say.
Hell yeah. Oh, we should talk about the new project they're working on as well in TV and film.
That's true. Yeah, we can mention that.
Yeah, in this big picture of everybody together, all these figures together, I had no idea what this grappling hook. I was like, what the fuck is that?
I mean, a lot of people are saying, design doesn't really translate. And, well, yeah, it's from a cartoon.
It's true. One of my favorite animes. All right. That's it for NECA, huh?
Yeah. Did we want to talk about this new Batman?
Let's talk Sentinel
animation?
first, real quick. Before
let's throw the Sentinel stuff in there. So Rick says everybody has this Sentinel miles, but only people on the east coast have it basically. Pancho's gonna get it from GameStop for $3.
Yep.
And Fabio, did you order this? No, right?
Which one?
The Sentinel miles.
No, I didn't get that one.
Of course not.
Well, it doesn't have any soft goods. What would I have any?
That is true. This sure as hell doesn't have any soft goods.
I would rather get the Sentinel figure and then try to get the soft goods from Mafex loose. From Mafex. Excuse me, we just resolved it.
Well,
because then I feel like you actually will get the best Miles figure.
Well, just hold out 8 years. You'll get your Mezco.
You know what? Fuck it. I already have a Miles. I can just put the soft goods from Mafex onto the Mezco one. Easy.
There you go. Hey, there you go.
So people are starting to get this in hand, huh?
Yes, I'm looking for some some pictures I may have that were shared in another group chat as well. But it looks good.
I'm not part of that group chat.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, I'm
know.
hurt.
Let's see. Yeah, Rick, you're seeing this on like Instagram and stuff that a lot of people are having it overseas.
Rick has popped out.
Oh damn!
Boog's back.
Well,
Rick is sleeping.
true.
Rick just be making up shit sometimes.
Well, I have seen pictures. I think Friday is when I started seeing photos of people like that just had it. So I mean, you know, he checks
Do
out
we
this
have
time.
any? Do we have any comparisons? Rick is driving. He'll pop back in shortly. But do we have
Okay.
any comparisons with this guy with the Mafex version?
I,
I'd like to see them if possible.
Hmm.
I'd like to show the audience.
Yeah. Anybody in the chat, if you got a line on that, let us know.
But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, I guess.
all right, so
Um,
I have some photos
Whoa.
here. I'm gonna pull it up.
Excuse me, Poncho. It looks
Yep.
like GameStop is got some Mezco Warriors 5-point sets. If you could keep a lookout for me.
Okay. I'll try.
Maybe preferably one without the sticker put on the front.
Oh, I can't help that.
good luck with that. Shit. Not from GameStop, bro.
Absolutely not. All right. Let's see. I should be able to start feeding some pictures real quick.
Okay,
Of
there we
this
go.
mouse.
I found some product shots from Hero Collections. Let's see.
I got it. What the fuck?
You got it.
He had it.
Damn. It's like that.
All right. Something is going on.
So yeah, if you're unfamiliar, we have been waiting for this this comparison for quite some time. Ever since we knew that Mafex was doing Miles, I think pretty much right after they announced it, we saw the Sentinel within like another like 2 or 3 weeks or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, a lot of people weren't even really hip to Sentinel and you know what they've put out prior to this. But what was really attractive about this was that, you know, the parts that were soft goods on everything else were just swappable kind of hard plastic parts here that looked a little cleaner. And but we were also kind of skeptical about some of these pre-posed hands and stuff like that. But yeah, this looks to be everything that you get here, so you can definitely go between a few different looks for this guy. Yeah, this is in hand images here. So, yeah, I don't know. It looks like I like the posability here, but I do feel like some of the proportions might be a little awkward. But I mean, what can I really say? The animation, the how it's true to the animation style as far as how awkward
Yeah.
Miles was illustrated. Everybody, for that matter.
Very true.
It couldn't be more accurate if it moved at a weird frame rate to show his inexperience.
Fabio, if you go to the
were you
A.C.B.A.
gonna say?
Discord, if you go to the A.C.B.A. Discord, Fabio, I think it's in general or general import is where the photos are.
Yes.
If you go back to yesterday
Man's
around
the
like,
armies of imports.
yes, around like 8 a.m. yesterday
Oh,
morning.
and I'm actually just seeing as I'm scrolling up. There's also a Psylocke from Mafex as well.
Very
So
true.
that's another 90s character there.
Very
Boog,
true.
you were asking.
Yes, that's right. I forgot that they had introduced her too. I wasn't really blown away by her either. So, I mean, I know a lot of people be on the Mafex train and saying how they killing legends, and nah, they really not. They have some really awkward sculpts and some things that just don't
Mhm.
look as great when they should be light years ahead considering the price point. So I'm not jumping out the window on these things. I will be picking them up though because that's what I do. But I'm not co-signing them just yet until I get them in hand. Because like I said, Cyclops and Wolverine both had some issues.
For sure. What do you think of this likeness, though? You know, how do you match a likeness to an animated movie? But you know what I mean.
All right, this one should be pretty easy. Just print the files, to be quite honest.
What?
The likeness I think is pretty good. I still don't think it's 100%,
Nah.
but it is there, upper 90s for sure. There's just something about like the eyes being too far apart. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe.
it's not
The hair
his.
is good.
I think his head needs to be like a little more slender and like taller. Maybe I don't
Yeah.
know. But I mean, in terms of like the figure overall, I think it does look good. This is the most excited. This is like my most anticipated figure release of this property, for sure.
Just in my mind's eye, how I remember it, this just looks like the most accurate.
Yeah, I think this looks great. It really just depend. Like a lot of people are saying, his neck is kind of short. I will agree with that. His neck looks a little short.
Maybe,
sure.
yeah.
But then
Yeah,
you could always
wow.
you could always just pull it up, like pull the head up and just have it kind of like in the middle
Yeah.
ground.
Here,
Rest-
maybe, yeah, you can kind of see.
Yeah. But like between this and the Mafex, it really is just like what you prefer, to be quite honest. Because like the Mafex is still great also. And of course that pairs with your Peter B also. We still haven't seen any photos of this, squared up next to the Mafex releases. So.
Okay.
So I'm
What
excited.
else?
I'm excited to
That
get
it?
this in 2 months.
I'm wondering if they're gonna do any more characters from this, because he's got the little mallet there, and isn't that Spider-Ham's mallet?
Yeah, so they said that they are doing another character from Spider-Verse, but it's like a side character. They're like pretty cryptic about who they're doing next. But they said that there are more people coming in the line. I would imagine they wouldn't want to do like it would make sense for them to do Peter B or like Spider-Gwen and stuff, but like I just feel like the market is kind of saturated with that stuff already, especially the import market. So I don't know.
Maybe they might actually throw us for a loop and do Spider Noir first,
Oh, that'd be sick.
or second rather.
That'd be sick, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Cool.
That's Sentinel.
Sent. Oh.
And that's
I
it.
feel kind of stupid now. I might actually let my my pre-order go and just try to get it cheaper through some other avenue, because it's like over $100.
Yeah, it's 100 and some change. It's like 115 or something like that. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I would
it's
email.
kinda
I would honestly email him, just say like, hey, this is cheaper. This is like, that's what I told him. I said, hey, I found this cheaper somewhere else. Just canceling. And if you never cancel shit, then that should be no problem at all. But yeah, that's it for
Nope, shit.
Sentinel, and that's it for the show. Good night. Hey, welcome to the after show.
Hey, welcome. What's up?
Let's see. First, we got pickups on the after show. Then we're gonna talk TV and film. What'd you guys get this week? Anything? Bug, you got a tan. Fabi, what'd you get?
Yeah, I saw that in your pile of loot haul.
I did get
this Batman thing too when we get a chance.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What Batman thing?
The new animated series coming from J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Bruce Timm.
I saw this image, but I didn't know what I was looking at. So that's what it is. It's a new animated series.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. We can talk about that in just a second.
Yeah, let's talk about pickups.
Yeah, but pickups. I did get a tan. I tried to get the Disney Plus wave while I was in Miami. I called around to a few places. There was one place in particular in North Miami that said that they had it, but they wouldn't let it go. So she was very clear and concise when she said, "Yeah, we're not selling it to you because June 1st is the street date." So that was that. I didn't. I did see the Tri-Sentinel wave in like Walgreens or something like that. I started to buy another Professor X, but I said this was before I got before the lady told me I couldn't buy the Disney Plus wave. So I put that back, thinking that I might be able to spend money on the Disney Plus wave, but no. But I did have a pretty big pile of loot that's been here for a week or two. And it's quite a few things that I still need to open, but I started assembling these little desks from Big Bad Toy Store. I guess they're from Japan somewhere originally, like 2 weeks ago, I started assembling them, and then last night, my daughter and my girl put together like all of them basically, and I did no work. So, but I'm going to take credit for it. Um, so yeah, there I have 9 of them assembled. I actually got 3 more. So yeah, I'll have 12, and I'll show them off in a video in the next couple days. And oh, the other thing I got was um, the Avengers Assemble SH Figure Arts Thor, which is actually a really, really good figure. Um, I like it a lot. I might review it. I don't know, but I did just show him off a little bit in this review that I put up today of the Avengers Nick Fury figure from SHF. So that was it for me for hauls. How about you, Fabio?
I had a pretty light week. I had I'm always on the hunt for these like 112 dioramas from this company 12 World, and I saw that the company I usually get them from, Cotswold, had the staircase in stock, which I'll screen share right now, and it's a very, very specific staircase. If you can see that,
Oh. Oh,
it is the
Jesus
staircase from the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie, right?
This is
And
the movie
there's
about
some good
society.
pictures on BBTS where they show how you can use it with like other stuff. It just looks like a good set of like urban stairs. It comes with the backdrop and everything. And I got it, it was in stock for a good deal. And I was like, well, obviously now I need a Joker to go with it.
Uh-oh. Did you
So
get the AliExpress Joker figure of the year according to the A.C.B.A. Discord?
AliExpress. I didn't get it from AliExpress, but I can see there are some AliExpress versions running around. So I ended up going and I found it was like in Chinese, like a video comparing the 3 like third-party Jokers that are out. And there's the Felix Toys, which I think Foosh did a review of.
Okay.
There's the Bullet Head, which also did that Heath Ledger Joker called the Criminal or whatever. And then there's the one I got called the Patriot Studio, right here.
Oh,
The Patriot Studio.
incredible. Let's see him.
And just from that comparison video I saw, it was like a really good like 1-to-1-to-1 comparison. This basically won for soft goods, but it just had the fewer like head options, even though the likeness I think is probably better on
So
this
no
one.
head?
It just had fewer options. So I ended up finding like a US buyer on eBay that had it.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
So
that's good.
I think it was $80 like on the dot, maybe like
Wow.
85 after shipping and everything.
Did you get it during 5% EBA e-bucks back or whatever?
I did not.
Damn, that was
Maybe I should've.
that was this week. That was last week.
But that's okay because I got this guy from that US seller, and then in the package, I actually like made it look better than it already is, but the foot was broken
Oh, no.
already in the
Oh, no.
package, right at the ankle joint, which is a bummer because this actually looks very good. Like I guess it's kind of hard to tell in the camera
I
shot,
can see
but
it, yeah.
it's a very good looking figure, and the likeness is fantastic. It has that like weird kind of shimmer in the eyes to make it look all
Ooh,
realistic.
yeah, those are really good.
Really, really good. It has the best clothes. However, mine came broken. So I got the refund incoming. I got to send this back on Monday and
Oh,
ship it
whoa.
back so I can get my refund. And then there's 2 versions of him. So there's the one I got, which is like the $80, or at least domestic. It was $80. But just looking at the quality of it and the deluxe set includes the chair and the floor from like the talk show set.
Shit.
So I think I might go ahead and spring for. Oh, and it comes with an extra head where he's like screaming at Bobby De Niro.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I might spring for the deluxe one. Just use the money back that I get back from this guy and just put
Yeah.
it towards the other one.
Yeah, I do the same shit. Like in my mind, I've already spent the money. I've already spent the $80.
Right.
What's the harm in doing a little bit more?
Exactly. And like I would feel weird like sending. I almost messaged the guy to be like, hey, can I just exchange it for a new one? But it was through eBay, so I just did the straight up like request refund kind of thing. So
Sure.
I'll send it back, and then once I get the refund, I'm just for the saving the sheer embarrassment of like buying the same item broken from another seller. I think I'm just gonna get the deluxe one from somebody else.
Oh,
But it does look good. Like I played around with it, in its broken state. I couldn't stand it up, but I was fucking around with it. The rest of the body feels really solid. This is just kind of a freak accident, I guess. I don't know how it happened. So I'll get the deluxe one, which is really the one pictured here. It comes with the bouquet of flowers too.
Oh, sick. My favorite
So-
shot from the trailer.
for sure. And I swear to God, Poncho, you're gonna love this. The only reason I got the stairs and the Joker to go with it is because I have the Pennywise from Mezco, and I want to do that meme
My
of like
God,
it's Pennywise and Joker on the stairs, and it's like
so good.
2020 showing 2021 around the office.
That's stupid.
But yeah, that's all I got this week. I couldn't even fuck. Oh, actually, that's not the only thing I got. I got the White Krig, like
Oh, shit.
randomly like ninja shipped as well. But I have him on the shelf already, so I'll pull him down and show him while somebody else is talking.
Incredible. Yeah, this week I didn't get much. My Raditz finally came in though. I'm very excited about that. I see a lot of people talking about QC with Raditz around like the internet. I'm gonna pull a Brian Carter, a Cap Lives. My shit's fine, so it doesn't exist. Psych. I get it.
That's how it is. I got mine. Fuck you.
Yeah. I'm very lucky that knock on wood, none of my like recent SHFs or none ever. I've only ever gotten one SHF that was broken when I got it. It was from eBay. It was a regular Goku and like the neck peg was broken, and he gave me some of my money back or whatever. But I've been pretty lucky in terms of when it comes to SHFs and their QC and whatnot, especially in the Dragon Ball line. But it is unfortunate for whenever I see people talking about like their QC issues, especially with these new like
what issue in particular though? What was it with Raditz though?
So people are saying, especially with these new figures, everybody that's coming in like the battle armor, the battle jackets and stuff, like a lot of people are having issues with like the pauldrons on like the sides, like the side skirt armor and stuff like that, and like the shoulder armor being like very fragile. I saw a weird thing with Bardock where like his like breastplate almost looked like it was pressed against like it was like curing, and then like it fell because it was like kind of flat. Like you could tell it was definitely like pressed against something. And then I'm hearing, especially in the A.C.B.A Discord, join the A.C.B.A Discord, that Raditz, that the plastic quality specifically on the pauldrons are like less than what you'd expect from an SHF. They almost feel like plastic model kit type of quality for those pauldrons. Which yes. I can definitely see.
Well, I mentioned that when I first. I first got my Raditz, that I felt like he was kind of delicate and that those parts came off pretty easy or whatever. But yeah, I can see that.
The side skirts, they definitely, like with all of these, like the Ginyu Force and like all these dudes, like those things, like a slight breeze will knock those things off for sure. But it's Fabio's not the only one. I'm performing mental gymnastics myself. Whenever I pose like any of these battle armor figures, I'll like just pose them with the side skirts off, and I'll get them in the pose and I'll put the side skirts on. So, but like the one thing I will say about Raditz is like I do really enjoy the Raditz. I really like the new tech they're using on like the shoulder armor and stuff. Did you notice that too, Boog? It has like a double hinge on the shoulder armor.
Yes, yeah.
I think that's very. I really like that.
Side note, real quick, Fabio, you want a new gamer chair?
Well, I do.
I
do.
You do?
I did have this chair.
No, I said, do you want a new gamer chair?
Do I want one?
Mm-hmm.
It was a little squeaky. I wouldn't not mind it.
I got offered a chair, but I don't fucking game. I should give it to one of y'all.
Oh, we can give it to one of the viewers too, or something. I don't know.
It's true. We could break a pool stick in half and fight it out.
I'm not in the market for one, but hey.
You know what? That's actually probably a better idea. Should probably just give it away. The viewer. We'll talk about it. But anyway, yeah, my bad. Yo, that Krig does look really nice, even though he doesn't move, and it's not really soft goods either.
It's got soft goods. It's just got the armor overlays, but I do like him a lot. He's got that Oreo Jordans colorway.
There we go.
Nah, it is a very good looking figure though. I'll give you that, but I'm not buying that shit.
The reason my camera angle looks different and everything is because I got some shit kind of set up here, but
I can't even see you.
When I'm able to get a proper photo of like the squad so far, like they look very good together, honestly.
So what
Hell yeah.
colors is it so far? Red, white, and black?
Exactly, yeah. In that order. No, actually, red, black, white in that order. You almost had it.
I wasn't really trying to have it. But
I was giving you, due credit where you needed it.
But yeah, I got Raditz, and then I randomly saw a Jet Jaguar figure. It's just like a soft vinyl figure from Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
So I got that just in memory of what they did to my boy Jet Jaguar in Godzilla Singular Point. So unfortunately, still getting over that. But
oh, you know what? You just reminded me. I did pay for my my Godzilla figure from Ami too.
hell yeah, why should be
Was it
coming soon
Godzilla?
too?
Yeah, Godzilla. I actually had missed the. They had a 2-pack at first, right? That sold out mad fast, right?
They may have. I don't know. I didn't even see this shit go up. So
I feel like they had a 2-pack, and then they had each figure single carded. I missed the 2-pack and the single carded Godzilla. And the single carded King Kong. But I ended up getting Godzilla, and then I ordered King Kong through BPTS.
oh nice.
And now we have no shot at the Mecha Godzilla, basically.
There's a couple of people that still have it up for retail around. Some retail store, some online retailers, and then some of these local Facebook group retailers too still have some. So there's hope, hopefully. And if anybody what's up?
Was there a deposit that they were asking for the Mecha Godzilla on Big Bad Toy Store?
I don't know. I want to say no. I didn't even see him go up on BBTS, so I wouldn't be able to question him.
Oh yeah, that sold out really fast. That was surprising.
Very
But
true.
if there was no down payment, you probably have a better chance at somebody not being able to pay for it when it actually does release, and you maybe getting it.
Absolutely.
So,
but yeah, that was it for me. Before we get into TV and film, we got some super chats as well. Tim Smith hit us with 10 a while ago, actually. Unfortunately, forgot to mention it. Got company over, so I'll catch the rest on the rerun. Y'all be easy and keep it crispy. Hell yeah, man. Thank you
Tim.
so much.
yeah, shout out to Tim. I was actually talking to him this past week too. Shout out to Tim.
Yeah, big
Yeah,
shout out to Tim. And then Repeat DC said, what up, y'all? We vibing today. Just got my 12-pack and the stream going. Cheers. Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, catching a vibe over here for sure, dude.
For sure.
Long time community member right there. Shout out to
Hell
Repeat
yeah,
DC.
Absolutely. But yeah, man. That really, I guess, just does it for pickups. I'm sure Rick got some shoes or some shit. I don't know. But
we'll get all of his pickups soon enough, I'm sure.
absolutely. So moving on to TV and film.
You know what I just saw today too?
What's that?
I just saw who's making these little like 4-inch Bill and Ted figures. You saw those before?
Incendium, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. But I saw them in a comic shop, but they wanted like $30 for one of those things. I was like, what?
I want the phone booth for my Supermans.
True. I think we talked about the sculpts on those are pretty good for little 4-inch figures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
I wanted to use them as like little kids.
Yeah, that could totally work.
Very true. Very true. Lightspeed hit us with 5. He said, "My man," directly quoted me from the Discord. Model kit Raditz for the win. Much love to the gang. Hell yeah. That's
My
it.
man.
Yeah. Hey, a big reminder: if you guys ever want to join the A.C.B.A. Discord, it's in the description for every single podcast video. It's like we just literally talk there every day, and we just talk a bunch of shit. It's great. A.C.B.A. Discord is awesome. But yeah, TV film. Let's talk about this Batman thing real quick.
A little Batman action, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Now I hear that it's going to be an animated film, right?
Wow.
Animated series from J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves.
Wow.
Who's the director of The Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Wow.
So a lot of Batman DNA up in here.
Sure.
And Bruce Timm
I was about to say Bruce Timm is connected, correct? Like,
Bruce Timm is involved, so this is pretty cool.
hell
It's
yeah.
gonna be called Batman Caped Crusader. I love this like 1920s Art Deco look to it right here.
Yeah. It definitely looks like it's sharing a lot of the same art direction as, you know, the insanely popular animated series for sure.
Do we have anything to go on?
No.
Oh, I was
No,
about to.
image.
That was my question. I was about to say, do we have anything to go on as far as the animation style? Oh, I see. That looks.
It's an
that doesn't
HBO
look
Max
how I-
cartoon, but this down here is for a different series, Boog. This is for
Okay. All right.
My Adventures with Superman.
Got it.
Yeah, this is going to be a totally different. This is a new Superman animated series coming, and it's supposed to be like a young Clark, Lois, and Jimmy Olsen.
That's cute.
Not super young, like young adults, like just getting that first news job out of college kind of thing.
Wow.
But Batman Cape Crusader, I mean, if it's Matt Reeves who's doing the Batman, if it's Bruce Timm who did the animated series, and it's J.J. Abrams who loves lens flare, it's going to be some edgy stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess he did Star Wars and Star Trek and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
the small indie films. Sure.
Yeah. You may have heard of them. You may not have, whatever.
True. Yeah, I was gonna say this Kevin John. I was gonna say when this first popped up, the first thing I said was like those like the in-house Mezco Batman, the first one with the long ears, is probably gonna become like pretty sought after after this thing comes out.
Ascending Night?
Yes,
for sure.
I think so. Especially if like if it's gonna be a while before we get official figures from this property, I think like people are gonna be looking at that one for a while. And that goes into our next super chat. Kevin Johnson hit us with $10. He said, "Just got my first soft goods in for Mezco and Mafex. I get the appeal now. I get it. The first steps." God.
That's right. The third-party soft goods game, it is exploded.
They
KJ,
got another one.
He just got the. I was showing the Joker stairs, but that same company who does the dios also do soft goods. So they've done some suits. They've done some jackets for like the Clown Prince Joker, and KJ got one of the purple coats, and it looks very good. I can pull that up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, good shit. Any thoughts? What do you think the vibe of this is going to be?
I don't know. Like, you know, part of me thinks that like it's very clear that they're going to try and like recapture what Batman the Animated Series was, but like it's very hard to recapture like something like that. Like Animated Series was like so special, and like it came out like at like I feel like it came out at, like the perfect time, and like it was so different from everything else, and I feel like it's gonna be very easy to like kind of mess this up, you know? They gotta ride like a really fine line.
Yeah.
For it to be like, no, what is this?
Some soft goods for you. You love it, Punch.
Yo,
I was gonna say too that the Batman animated series, yeah, that's a tough act to follow because it really was kind of a lightning in the bottle kind of thing.
Absolutely, man.
It caught lightning, stuck it on Cartoon Network.
Did it debut on Cartoon Network?
Well, maybe it was Kids WB, but I eventually saw it on Cartoon Network.
Okay, I can't even remember where it debuted. Boog, do you remember where this debuted?
Batman the Animated Series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be WB.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what channel? What would it? What channel?
You know what? Back in that time, I think that might have been channel 11. Actually, not. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he had it already switched over to channel 9.
What would that have been, like Foxbox or something? No, they're not Fox. No way. Duh.
It would have been Kids WB, which was just
was Kids
Saturday
WB around
programming
that
block on
early?
the WB network.
I feel like it was. It was definitely on regular TV, and it was definitely coming on at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I would watch it after school.
Well, no, everybody in chat is saying it was on Fox first.
Fox. Okay, that
Fox
makes
Kids.
sense.
That's what I'm
Fox
saying.
Kids. That's what it was.
Foxbox, baby. Let's go.
Kids, Fox Kids, right? Yeah, you're right.
All right.
Yep, that's right. That's right. I guess the reruns were on WB or something like that. Okay. That makes sense.
X-Men and Batman was on the same channel, saying Bo Big. Yep, that makes sense. Damn, bringing it back.
Yeah, Fox Kids. Yeah, word.
Remember UPN? UPN was the best channel.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I remember watching.
A lot of underrated like sitcoms and shit on UPN. Too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
King of Queens. That was my favorite.
Yes. King of Queens. That's pretty underrated.
That's a classic. Come on, man. What, you got
Nah,
no
not
taste
really,
or something?
You got that? I'm a Raymond man myself, if we're talking
Oh,
that,
I
Sean.
Wait, which one was King of Queens?
The one with Kevin James and Ben Stiller's dad.
Paul Blart.
Yeah.
Also that guy.
Paul Blart guy.
And the
Was that with
Scientology
the,
girl.
Oh, she was. What's her name?
Leah
Redhead?
Remini.
She was a redhead, right?
No, she's kind of dark hair, but
Like a
she
strawberry
more recently is
blonde or
famous because she
something?
did like a Scientology documentary.
Really? In favor of
Anti-Scientology.
Scientology?
She came out of Scientology and did a big expose.
Hold up, I gotta look this lady up to make sure I'm thinking about the same person. What's her name?
Leah Remini. You're gonna love her.
You're gonna love her. Oh no. You know what? When you say King of Queens, I'm thinking about something totally different. All right, I know who this lady is, but that's not who I was thinking about. What was that other show with Homeboy? Damn it! Oh man, I gotta.
Let's ask the chat. What is your favorite post-work UPN sitcom?
Oh my god.
Man, what was this
Okay,
lady's
I'm getting corrected. I know King of Queens was on CBS, but UPN played all of the syndication episodes. All right.
Yeah, Christopher Miller is talking about how Batman the Animated Series fell off in the fourth season because he's not really crossing his fingers. I remember a lot of people were kind of rubbed the wrong way whenever they switched to like the new art style and stuff like that as well. But it looked like, but going back to what I was saying about like it's really easy for them to kind of mess this up. Like I almost feel like it's gonna be super easy for them to just like try too hard, like try too hard to like be too different or be too same. Like I don't know, man. It's like really strange. Like I can definitely
Where's
see.
it supposed to be launching? Like what platform is this supposed to come out on?
Supposed to be on HBO Max.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like what is the what's the demographic? Is it gonna be like for adults? Like is it gonna have like adult themes and shit like that? Like are they gonna like go like like too hard, like lean too hard into that shit and it comes off like a little cringy and stuff? Like I don't know, man. Like I think I'm definitely in the camp of like like say what you will about like censorship and stuff, but like when you're creating media and like stuff for kids, you have to get creative.
We call it deplatforming.
Sure. But what made Batman the Animated Series so great for me is like it appealed to like they had to make it appeal to like children and like wide audiences and stuff, and like that kind of like putting yourself in like a creative corner like that often like blooms like really great ideas and really great storytelling. And I just feel like without like if they just have like free range to do just like a bunch of wild shit, it can definitely like go off the rails and just come off like super weird very easily. Not saying that that's going to happen, but like it's definitely like it could happen for sure. Christopher Miller.
This is it's going to both HBO Max and Cartoon Network, so it's not going to be like
okay.
Quinn status,
Okay. That makes sense.
If it's something, I feel like it'll take itself a little more seriously than Harley Quinn.
True. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine this same tones.
Yeah, I know. But honestly, that I don't know if Boog you've seen it yet, but Harley Quinn is like some of the best animated DC universe that's been out there ever.
You know, I was about to mention that when we were talking about adult themed and whether how this was going to be rated, basically to ask you guys if the Harley Quinn show was like for adults. It is, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, they swear there's gore. It's great.
Yeah, I think Harley Quinn rides the line of like knowing exactly what their audience is, and like it's just like it's done very well. Like they don't like go overboard, and it's not like too like edgy and shit like that. It's like
Jim Gordon's an alcoholic deadbeat. It's the funniest shit ever.
I think like they know what it is. So I don't know. I think like this, whatever this will be judged pretty harshly. It'll be under a microscope for sure,
Mm.
just based on like, you know, Bruce Timm's behind it, and like, you know, the animated series is like such a
Mhm.
hot, held in such a high regard. I mean, if anything, Brandon will have a lot to say for sure.
Bean 2099 is saying, and I'm mentioning this because he's mentioning my favorite Batman cartoon. Bruce Timm managed to make Batman the Brave and the Bold very distinct from BTAS. Each of those
True.
shows are great. Also, look at Batman and JLA Gods and Monsters, also from Bruce Timm.
Very true.
Batman Brave and the Bold, and that's another reason I love the Harley Quinn series. Is they got the same Batman voice actor from Brave and the Bold, Diedrich Bader. So he's probably the second best Batman voice out there.
True. That brings up another thing. People are saying like, who's going to be
how many
voicing these?
seasons?
Go ahead,
What's
Boog.
that, Boog?
Well, that's a very good question from Pancho. But I was going to ask, how many seasons in are we in on the Harley Quinn show? It's just been one season so far, or two?
2 seasons.
Okay.
But yeah, like who's gonna voice these guys? Like I don't know. Like if it ends up not being Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, like I'm kind of at the point where like I don't mind, man.
No, yeah, that's
I mean, if,
understandable.
as long as it's somebody else that's a top-notch actor, then it's all good.
Yeah,
I
it should be
was
Diedrich Bader. I'm saying.
my daughter just got to see the last 2 episodes of Invincible, from this first season or whatever, yesterday, I guess. And but me and my girl were talking about how great the voice acting is on that show, and I'm like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, it's all top-notch actors or whatever. So yeah, if they get a good cast for this, then that's gonna make or break it, really.
Yeah, for real.
Well, I guess the animation
I mean,
for
that's
Invincible is still very good as well too. So they
That's
definitely
also the
need to.
state of voice acting these days. It's all about the big names. Like look at the MODOK series that just premiered on
I was
Disney
about to
Plus.
mention that too.
Right.
Who's in that?
Everybody, dude. Any working comedian today that you think is somewhat funny, they're on it.
Not a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's the thing with Invincible,
And
too.
we only what?
But that's just kind of the state of voice acting these days. Like before Transformers and all those series, it was one dude doing like 10 voices, right?
True. Hey, in
Now
Dragon
it's
Ball, it's still one
one
guy, dude.
name celebrity per character. And if they look like the character, even better.
Shit, I was just saying to my daughter that there's like 5 voice actors in anime anyway. So
Right.
But the MODOK show on Hulu, is it we only 1 episode in so far on that, right?
I think so. I could check.
I think it's 1 or 2, and another platform has episode 2 out already. I could be wrong.
I thought it was a Disney Plus thing, but maybe
So
it's
did I. But
maybe
nah,
it's shared with Hulu because it is on Hulu too. I'm gonna check. Don't mind me. Let's take some comments.
Is this does Hulu normally have its own like original programming?
I guess it does because it's not on Disney. So yeah, this is a Hulu exclusive series, MODOK.
Interesting.
Only 1 episode in. Seems like.
Does Jesse
Oh no,
Falcon have anything to do with this?
It's the whole series. It's the whole series is out.
Oh, it is. Does Jesse Falcon have anything to do with this?
I'm sure he has everything to do with it. Let's see. Details. Now, this is a Jesse Falcon original. I can't really see the. I know Patton Oswalt, who voices MODOK, is also one of the big producers on it. But I mean, Jesse Falcon is everything Marvel, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm just saying
Alright.
that based off of the Marvel What The series. That was all Jesse Falcon too.
Yeah, for real.
I'm not even saying it as far as him being an executive at Marvel too. So yeah, in some capacity, I would say yeah, he probably has something to do with this. But hey, let's just ask him.
Yeah, hit him up. Send him a ping.
It. Slide in his DMs. But yeah, I'm excited for this. Yeah, and like being said, like Bruce Timm has been involved with a bunch of different stuff that's super successful. But what I was saying was like I think this one might be a little bit of a different thing just because it looks so similar to the animated series, whereas Brave and the Bold was like, of course, like an extreme like 180 from in terms of like style, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm concerned, but I'm excited too, for sure.
All right.
Uh,
Any final thoughts?
from me.
Okay.
I posted in the group chat. You saw it, Fabio.
Right.
Birder and Guldo just released overseas.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
You know what? I ordered them from some place that I never ordered from before, that I was directed to order from, and was assured that everything would be okay.
Uh-oh.
And it shipped.
Oh hell
so
yeah!
we'll see what happens.
Damn.
Maybe
Okay.
it'll be a fucking. Maybe it'll be a brick in a box, but
Yeah, no.
we'll see what happens.
Hell yeah!
I'll
Well,
let you know next week.
I ordered from P Bandai, so I'll see it in a month and a half. So it's gonna be great.
At least you'll know that it'll actually be Berta and Gildo.
That is
though.
true.
I don't
That
know.
is true.
So yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of this, I mean, it is what it is. Look at it. It's Birder and Guldo. Go back
Yeah.
to the one with the brown box, Fabio. This guy's fucking huge, dude.
Oh damn.
Oh wow.
Yo.
A little bit bigger than that Vegeta. If I'm reading this picture correctly.
I know, right? That's crazy. I was expecting the box to be pretty large, but this has
It's large and in charge.
absolutely, it's crushed my expectations.
Well, the best SHF line is continuing to be the best SHF line. They're doing their
Correct.
thing, man.
Yeah, man.
Correct.
Holy cow, crazy. Yeah,
What's
so
left?
yeah, expect people to be talking about it within the next couple of days. Boog, whatever you get, even if you get a brick, review that. No.
You damn right.
I
I'm
know.
getting my fucking views. Sure.
But yeah, that's cool. It's cool that this guy is popping up. So next up in TV and film, I don't know. You want to talk about Army of the Dead? Let's go.
Yeah, we can briefly
I was
touch on it.
Just scrolling on Facebook and I saw David Walton's
Yeah.
quick review.
I saw David's too.
I guess I gotta look that up.
No, don't. I want to hear
Nah,
what you
for
got to say
myself, I
first. Oh yeah, I want to hear what you got to say first before you're influenced by any other.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
I mean, I thought
So-
it was fine. Parts of it are, fucking stupid. They don't make any sense. It's just, to drive the plot forward. But
Sure.
it was enjoyable. I'm there for the crazy zombie kills. I like the kind of zombie mythology of them having like a weird hierarchy. I thought that was cool.
Oh, no, that sounds stupid. I don't know.
Here's the thing though, like
It's
the
the,
movie-
least stupid
the
part.
the
honestly.
movie is pretty
Really?
the movie is pretty fucking stupid, and I'm sure, and like it knows it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like it's
This
so
is Zack Snyder doing like an 80s action movie.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because like
Mm.
I watched this with my wife. My wife is like a huge huge fan of like the zombie genre and all that stuff. And like the best part about watching this film was watching it with like a zombie super fan dude, because she was like pointing out like all the homages, all like the references and stuff. There are parts in the movie where I was like, yo, this is fucking dumb, and she was like, well, it's kind of an homage to this part, so like yeah, it's dumb as hell, but like it's pretty cool that it's like calling
You
back
got you
to
there.
this.
Caught being a fake fan.
That's true. Hey, well, it is what it is. I'll just piggyback off my wife on that one.
So, what was the blood and gore level like? Was it like crazy or what?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking solid.
Yeah.
You see, jaws get ripped out.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, like I'm not. This isn't my genre at all. I could give a shit less, to be quite honest. So I am a fake fan through and through. But this isn't my speed. Like if I was telling David earlier, like David was like, "Man, at least you had Becca to watch it with. I had to watch it myself." I was like, "Dude, if I was by myself, I wouldn't have watched it at all." So I don't
I'm
know.
picturing Walton like traveling in some hotel and shit by himself with a bottle of wine or some shit.
Trying to unwind. Oh man. Real quick, let's.
I don't think his wife would be down with that shit at all. So that's probably why he had to watch it by himself.
It's definitely one of those movies where, and you hear this a lot. Like I heard this defense being thrown around Mortal Kombat. Just turn off your brain and have some fun. I mean, like, yeah. If there was ever a time to live by that code, it is by this film. Because there's like blatant like continuity and like lore errors and stuff like that in this movie.
There's a lot of like time jumps too.
Yeah, it's really strange, but like, you know, it's just part of the ride, I guess. I don't know.
And this is Zack Snyder's like second zombie movie because he did the Dawn of the Dead remake.
He did, yeah, he sure.
Which was actually pretty solid for its time too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was okay.
So this is him like coming back to the genre, and you know, a lot of the stuff that are those Zack Snyder staples are back for this one. But he actually had like more a hand in this one than before because he's director and cinematographer and like part writer on it.
Absolutely, yeah.
I fucking hate
Alright,
zombie movies.
So basically,
Oh, come on, Rick.
we could give him all the credit for it being bad. Got it.
Yeah.
Rick, did you see this?
No, I hate zombie movies.
Okay.
They're boring to me, man. Like, what the fuck? Come on, make it funny.
But that's what's interesting about this one is that it has that, but then there's also like the kind of 28 days later kind of smart zombies as well.
You know what made me hate zombies even more was how terrible The Walking Dead was.
Okay, Walking Dead is that
You
TV
like that
show.
story? Hope you guys like
To
that
The
story
Walking
that
Dead
doesn't go
defense,
anywhere. Oh my god.
It started out really good. The Walking Dead actually started out pretty good. The
did.
first like
Here's-
3 seasons were actually pretty tight.
Here's a little spoiler alert for you guys. Every season, Rick is gonna find a new place to go, and then he's gonna get compromised, and then he's gonna go another place. Oh, and then there's gonna be some random human that's like, he seems like he's gonna save them, but he's actually a dick the whole time.
Ah,
Spoiler alert.
Oh man, I didn't get a chance to
This has
throw
a
up
few
the
of those.
spoiler tag.
this has a few of those, Rick. Though honestly,
What about Fear the Walking Dead? How's that been?
I don't know.
all same thing. It started out all right, and then I just don't know how it ended because I stopped. I gave up on it.
It's like, and then I never saw it again.
I
The
just
wild thing
remember
is that,
the last season I saw of that show, it was like one of the main characters like just jumped out of a helicopter and then he just wasn't back for the rest of that season. The actor was like, I'm out, jumps out of a helicopter.
that was a metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for real.
All right. So anything else that people should be checking out or watching or anything else cool you guys saw?
You guys talk about Bad Batch?
I have not been watching it. I've been watching the spoilers videos. That's it.
So wait,
guys, because
did,
we had an important appearance this week on the Bad Batch.
really? So wait. Is the Bad Batch all out at once or it's weekly episodes?
Weekly.
Weekly.
That's why there's no Marvel anything right now, like releasing on Disney, just because they wanted to do the Bad Batch.
Interesting. Okay. I'm seeing people going crazy for those the figures and shit like that. So
It's
Yeah.
dope because you can complete the team like really easily. It's like with Rebels, like when everybody wanted the Rebels done, like there's only 5 members. Like, come on.
Yeah, I've heard Bad Batch
All
is
right,
pretty good.
so-
I mean, it's kind of playing the same role that Mandalorian played in terms of filling in like little gaps in the
Well,
lore.
Funnily enough, somebody from The Mandalorian just appeared this week. That's all I'm gonna say.
Exactly.
It's been very, yeah.
Is it the Mandalorian?
No, could you imagine? He's just like, yeah, this woman is pregnant, walking through the back scene, and she's just like, "I'll call my son Mandalorian." Like, no way! Dude!
Wow. That's really threading the needle there.
Yeah.
Really
So-
planting
they-
some seeds. Gonna be a
It-
great
they-
artist.
The
there.
Bad Batch is on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah, Disney
Right.
Plus. They're leaving
Okay.
the rest of the imagination after that small spoiler.
All right, maybe I'll check that out. I'm kind of like don't want to see it because I don't want to be enticed to buy more action figures, so I
Damn.
don't want to see it.
Nah, maybe you shouldn't watch it then.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch Clone Wars, you already wanted the fucking squad anyway, so.
Well, I haven't watched any of those shows, Clone Wars or what was the other shit?
Rebels?
Rebels.
Rebels. Yeah, I haven't seen any of those.
Oh
So.
my god. You're like the Star Wars version of Poncho with everything else.
It's me. It's me.
I love when people just like try to push Poncho to watch things. He has like the longest list of things to fucking watch, even with his own wife, like to the point where she watched The Boys without his ass.
That's all right. I'm trying to get my girlfriend to go watch the new Saw movie with me, and it's tough.
I heard it's not great.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I
out
don't
already?
care. I grew up watching every one of those Saw movies every year, so I'm in. Whatever.
They're playing another little game.
Is it bad?
I know.
Yeah,
I
what'd you
heard it's fine. I've heard it's all right. I don't
Alright.
want like the details spoiled, but I don't mind hearing like whether people think it's good or bad. But for the most part, I heard it's like pretty on par. Like it's fine.
Yeah. I heard it was all right. I've heard either people say it was all right or some people say I fucking hated it.
I mean, I'm not a total Saw purist of any kind. You know, I don't have an emotional attachment to it quite like that. But I think the films are fine. I think it's hilarious when they retcon everything and it's like, oh, there's been a secret apprentice this whole time.
Oh,
And then in the next film, there's an even more secret apprentice that's before that other secret apprentice. Like it's silly. I love the mental gymnastics, as we're saying. But yeah.
All right, so I gotta
anything
watch
else?
Bad Batch. I gotta watch MODOK. What else is out there?
Boog, I wanted to talk to you about this Jupiter's Legacy show too. 'Cause I was talking about it last week. 'Cause I finished that whole
Oh
series.
man,
Did you finish it?
terrible, huh? I did not.
It's less than all right.
All
It's
right,
fine.
he's giving us his greatest Larry David impression right
Eh,
now.
you know, it's okay. I like parts of it. Some of it's kind of dumb. The effects don't look great. The wig budget is minimal.
The wig budget is New York City, Harlem boutique, basically.
I think the part that I ended up liking the most is how they have the flashbacks to like the 30s. And I ended up getting like more into that storyline than like the superhero shit going on in the modern day.
Well, just tell me, because I don't think I'm gonna go back to it. How did they end up getting their powers?
They took an expedition to this island and they passed a test that other generations of people were unable to pass.
The whole family?
Written quiz? or what?
It's the the main guy who, by the way, I thought was a completely different guy until like credits
Of course you
episode
did. You thought it was Paul Mooney. We know.
1. No, 'cause
Wait a minute.
here's the great thing about when a celebrity dies. It's very easy to
That kind of looks like Nostradamus.
Listen, I never confuse Bill Pullman and Bill Paxton again because one of them's dead.
Oh my god. So somebody's got to be dead to like for you to know who they are.
That's the
Ah,
classic
yes, he
evil twin
died.
solution. You know, you got to kill the evil one to tell the other one apart.
Oh no.
But yeah, it was cool just because I like that period piece element to it. I didn't see that really coming into it, but the whole generational superhero thing is kind of interesting. The mystery surrounding the cloned good guy or the cloned bad guy in the modern age was like, okay, the little hints of it that they keep giving each episode. But by episode like 3 or 4, I'm like, oh, the brother is definitely going to try to betray him. And I don't know, it kind of got to that point. Yeah.
I
Oh,
could
here's another
not-
thing. The bad guy from the 1930s. Fuck, I forget his name in the show, but the bad guy from the 1930s is played by the voice actor that voices Anakin in Clone Wars. In fact, so that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I could not give that show my time. Like I just think that I could watch something else.
It's
I can't do it, man.
even if it's like bad, it's like a genre that I enjoy. Like I like superhero adaptations and shit anyway, so I'm just forgiving of a lot of stuff for sure. But
I can see that.
I'm not watching it being like, oh man, this is great. I'm like, this is just off. Like, you know, some of the things that they're showing, it's just laughably bad. But you know, entertaining for that reason for me. How
What
far
is
did you get? Boog? You didn't get very far, did you? All right.
Boog, please.
Oh, my
can
bad.
we-
I'm
we're
sorry. I
trying
was
to
on
shorten
mute.
the
I was
show
talking.
out, Boog. No.
My bad. I didn't realize I was on mute and I was talking, but I got like 4 or 5 episodes in. I just kept wanting to stick around to see how they got their powers and stuff like that. But like, you know, they kept doing the flashbacks and kept alluding to about to announce how they got their powers or whatever. But I was just curious about that. I felt like I was gonna care anymore after I found out about the power thing. So
I was kind of seeing it for that too. I almost feel like the show would have worked better. And I don't know if it's, you know, following the comics to a certain extent in terms of the timeline, but I would have almost liked it if they told it in order and it starts in the 1930s as this, you know, stock market crash drama, and then it just wildly shifts left turn into an expedition to an island to get superpowers, and then flashes forward to the modern age.
Incredible.
But I get the way that it did. It's better than most CW shows. I will say that. I didn't even finish Batwoman.
I watched the first episode of Batwoman, and then I was like, "Yep, I want to watch this again."
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching Superman and Lois right now, and it's a bit of a slog in and of itself.
Man, you're one forgiving, hero-loving son of a gun, man.
Yeah.
How could you watch Superman and Lois? That's oh my god.
I just want to know how alternate reality Lex Luthor is you know, on this earth.
Oh no.
You got to understand that Fabio is into these things for totally different reasons than the rest of us. He's like critiquing the actors and the set and like all of that shit. His mind is breaking this shit down
Like-
on a totally different level from the rest of us. So
It's like, listen, the actors and the story is garbage, but the costume design, that's Emmy worthy. I dig this.
I actually don't
Basically.
even like the Superman suit from Superman and Lois. I feel like the S is like too small. But you're right. There is
Just off the casting alone, I can't watch this shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. This dude does not look like Superman in any way. He might be like the worst casted Superman. If I'm being real,
Mhm.
too bad.
No, you're right. He takes some getting used to. I'm used to seeing like a perfect Giga Chad of a Superman, like Henry Cavill.
Incredible.
Yeah,
New
man.
Highlander.
Like why couldn't like they really couldn't convince what's his name from Smallville to come back? Like couldn't have like, listen here, man. You still look like you're 20 years old for some reason. You're not down to do this again? Like, come on, Tom Welling. Like,
Man,
let's
yo, Rick,
I also-
literally-
Go ahead,
Rick, do you follow Styles P on Instagram?
Oh, what do you do?
He just posted some Thundercat sneakers.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
I will say though, I also could not make it through Supergirl. Like,
Oh no, yeah, that's terrible. Like I tried to
During-
watch the episode where they introduced, like, officially introduced Martian Manhunter, and I was like, yeah, I can't watch this ever again.
I was watching. I guess I thought Superman and Lois was back last week, but it actually came back this week. So I went on like the CW website and they had the latest episode of Supergirl, and my mistake. I guess I thought it was titled Superman and Lois, so I thought maybe they were gonna have like a episode of Supergirl, which Superman and Lois from that show like come back and there's some interaction. I'm like, all right, you know, it's the hiatus. I'll check it out. Let's see what's going on. It was not that episode at all. I don't know what the fuck they were advertising, but I watched the episode anyway. I'm watching it. I got like halfway through it because it was terrible. And it's like Supergirl is in the Phantom Zone and she's like hanging out with like a fifth dimensional imp, like Mr. Mixel Spitlick or whatever his name is. And the MacGuffin or like the crutch of the episode or whatever is that Supergirl like takes kind of a big fall and her leg is busted. And she's in the Phantom Zone and she's walking around with a busted leg and a splint. And I'm just like, this is awful. Like of any way to like nerf your superhero for the episode, like she has a wrestling injury.
No, her leg.
And it was like one too many scenes of her like, no, I can do it myself. Ah!
Oh my god.
And the other
Jeez.
person just having to be like, no, let me do it. I can help you. It was just I couldn't even finish the episode. So I am forgiving to a certain point, but come on. Even
Yeah,
that
like-
kind of stretched my patience.
I watched that first episode where they introduced Martian Manhunter because I was like, shit, let me peep what Jean is looking like over here. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And I would have to watch it whenever there was like big, like multi crossovers. Like when I was into watching Arrow or The Flash, and then The Flash just got rid of the best character he ever had chemistry with just because of the sake that they really want him to be with Iris. Someone that he doesn't seemingly get along with at all or have anything in common with. Like, it's great. Like, you know what? Who doesn't love dating someone that you have no chemistry with and that you don't share any interest with whatsoever? It's genius.
Hey,
It's
whoa.
genius.
They got a lot in common. They have the same dad, Rick. Come on.
Oh, Concho. You know what? Egg on my face, brother, because
true.
I didn't even remember that.
Oh shit.
Fuck that show.
I will say I really loved the first like 5 episodes of that.
Yeah, man. The first, I think the whole first season was really promising, and then it was funny because after the first season, I was like, man, I really don't like this Iris girl. Her chemistry with the character is just it's not good. You know, I thought. Then in the second season, they introduced Hot Pursuit. I was like, oh shit, here we go. They pulled an Arrow to where he didn't have chemistry with the girl that plays Black Canary, so they took her out. I was like, this is genius, man. Fuck yeah, CW. And then they just rid off that girl. They wrote her off, that fucking girl.
Damn, poor girl.
And then it got him back with Iris again. And it's just like, oh my god, like not even a. It's just it's terrible. It's terrible. No,
The
like I have
episode
to.
of
I
Supergirl I
have
was
something.
watching. Sorry, go ahead, Rick.
I was just gonna say I have to have something to make me get over the very cheesy writing.
Yeah.
Like already I have to put up with the fact that like everybody can beat the Flash the first time, but the second time he's gonna figure you out, Mr.
Well, the team's gonna
Iceman.
help him. You see.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, he couldn't. One of the smartest people in the DC universe could not possibly figure it out on his own. He's
No.
got to have his Latino friend with the fucking headphones on, like Cisco. How do I
Yep.
stop? How do I run faster than a ice gun, Cisco? Then
Mhm.
he's like,
And
why
he's
don't you
off
try
the
to
show
create
next
a
season,
war code?
Him
Create a
and
war code with
the
your
Reverse
hands.
Flash guy are both off the show next season.
Yeah, like just kill this show off, man.
I thought
Yeah.
he had
Stephen
left
Amell already quit.
already. I thought he left like years.
Oh,
There's like
Stephen Amell quit Arrow.
oh okay.
Dude,
I thought we were
didn't
talking
know
about something else. Okay. I
Yeah,
thought
he was just kind of like, man, how the fuck? How much longer you guys want me to play this fucking guy with the arrows, huh? And it was funny because everybody was like, man, what an idiot. Because like I don't know if you guys know this, but that guy has like such a huge following. That guy
Yeah,
Stephen
he's
Amell for
on,
some reason, like
he's on a new Stars show called Heels coming up pretty soon, where he plays a pro wrestler.
I was just gonna say, everybody was dogging him, like, yeah, man, that guy has popularity, but what is he gonna do after this? And he got cast in like Stars' new big show. It
Mhm.
looks really good. He's like playing a fictional like duo of like brothers that are wrestlers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like about the wrestling scene. It looks really good. From what I've seen, and that guy fucking loves wrestling. You know, he's wrestled with the WWE before, so it's good.
Mm-hmm. And the last thing I'll say about Supergirl is the episode I was watching also had a lot of Martian Manhunter and Ms. Martian. And it's like them, you know, as far as budget cuts go, or, you know, trying to keep the cost of that episode down. It's like them in their full superhero outfits, but they're in their human, you know, disguise
my
or whatever, so
God.
they don't have to do the makeup on them.
And they're like, dude, we don't even want to paint you green skinned. Like,
Yeah,
just
no.
you're just yourself.
I mean, it would have been cheaper to just have them in street clothes the whole time, but no.
I really wish that we had the promotional picture for Impulse up right now, so everybody could see how far the Flash has fallen. Have you seen that picture, Fabio?
Let me look it up right now. I think I've seen it. For
We
sure.
have to show it because it really is just a new low for this series and for the show.
Excuse me.
real quick before we get to those, let's catch up on some super chats real quick.
Let's catch up on
Yeah.
some super chats.
Let's see. Wade Howlettson, referring to the potential chair giveaway. He's been saying this whole time, yo, my chair literally just broke, LOL.
Hey, that might be
All
enough
right.
right there.
Whoa!
I'm a check on it this week, and then I've been saying for weeks that I've got a few things that we could give away, quite a few things that we could give away. So maybe we want to roll them out over a few shows or whatever. But I'm gonna check this week to see if the chair is still. You know what? They had these people had reached out to me and asked if I wanted it and whatever, and I kind of like inquired about it and dragged my feet and whatever, and then the next week I saw Chartemis got a chair, and I'm like, oh, this motherfucker. So I was like, all right.
You know what? Let me talk to these people with the chair.
So I'm like, all right, they're reaching out to quite a few people, obviously. So I'm gonna reach back out this week, and if it's still available, then I will jump through the little hoops to make it happen, and then we'll give it away for sure. I don't need a gaming chair.
Boog's not MLG like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be a cool giveaway. I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Next up,
I
BXTR
pulled up
Works.
I
Yeah,
pulled up the impulse picture too.
I
my
see
bad.
it, unfortunately. BX.
Oh, I just saw that picture. That shit looks so goofy to me. Wow. Go ahead, Pete. My bad.
Dude. BXRT Works hit us with 4 fist bumps and $5. Hell yeah.
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Lightspeed hit us with $2. This is what we must have been talking about. Some show. He said there were multiple.
That was
episodes.
MODOK, I think.
MODOK, yeah. There were multiple episodes I've watched 5. Very nice. Repeat DC.
How do you like it, Lightspeed? Let us know.
Absolutely.
Worth watching? Maybe I'll check it out too.
It's funny. My brother really likes it. He was just telling me on the car ride home. He's like, "Dude, you watch MODOK? It's really good." And he's not a particularly like big Marvel fan or anything like that.
Very nice. And Repeat DC hit us with $5. He said, "Happy wife, happy life, Poncho." Incredible.
Hell yeah, that's the way it is.
Very good.
I've heard that.
Poncho's a man who has his priorities straight.
Really. Yeah, this key art looks like shit.
It looks like here. Oh, I'm gonna describe to you what this is, and you're gonna be like, "Yep, this is your friend from high school that's like really obsessive about taking his cosplay career like full time." He's that guy who's like, "I'm gonna be rich off of cosplay."
Yeah, that's so funny.
This is him. You got your other friend from high school who's really good at Photoshop. Like he does Photoshop.
Absolutely
They both signed up for
goofy.
this.
What is
That
going
is-
on?
Completely the incorrect running pose, first of all.
I'm like, come on, man. Nobody was gonna be mad if you introduced this character not in the way that it was done in the comics. Nobody's gonna be like, you know what? Would have been really nice if they did that awkward pose that doesn't make any sense. Would have been great.
But they do this a lot. They've done like the Flash of Two Worlds cover where it's, Jay Garrick and Barry Allen running side by side. Like, they've done stuff like this before, but
Also in an incorrect running pose, if I remember that art correctly.
that's right. Correct. Very correct.
This is absolutely terrible. This show just needs to end. They just gotta.
There's an idea.
There's an idea.
That's an idea. How about that idea that they just need to do
Oh my
something?
god. So
Yeah, and
wait, he's just coming on the show as like another guest Flash, or this is going to be the actual new Flash? What's going on?
No, he's like a guest, like a new character.
Doesn't he?
Not
Yeah,
me.
it's just a bunch of speedsters on that show. Like every season, the villain is someone that is faster than Flash.
Oh, yeah, Barry. Well, can you go this fast? And then he's like, "Oh shit, that guy goes really fast."
Yeah.
And then every season.
Accurate.
Well, by the way, I didn't even know that. Like right when we started this show, The Rock tweeted out a new picture of him as Black Adam.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Oh,
right now.
really? Yeah, you know what's
I mean,
really
it's
funny?
not much.
My dad has been watching The Flash on like catching up on the on Netflix, I guess, or whatever. Every time I come there, he's like, "Yeah, The Flash just got his butt kicked again."
He's just like, "Yep, they beat his ass again."
You'll never
All right.
guess what
Can we get
happened.
into this rather cryptic post from Mr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, or as friends call him DJ.
I call him DJ. They do.
Yeah. Well, DJ
Oh.
right here. He says, "You know the mythology, then you know where his pain comes from. His rage, his wife and children killed, his people brutally enslaved. He is not a superhero, but rather a champion of the poor and beaten down, of the people. and the most unstoppable force in the DC universe, Black Adam.
Hashtag rage. Hashtag
All right.
against the dying of the light.
All right,
Who's
let's see the picture.
who's
I
got
feel
their
like-
finger
I
on the
feel like you
pulse
would
of the
listen to a lot
rage
of,
hashtag?
He's a real like bulls on parade type of guy. You know, he rages against the machine.
Stupid. Oh no.
And here is
Look at that picture. You like that?
well, I see some boots here.
Yeah, this looks like Master Chief in
Oh.
Halo 5. What the fuck is
Yeah,
going
this is
on?
Master Chief. This is Cable in the future.
Everybody was going to when everybody was going to Ross to buy the one that came with the cloak. This is it.
Why does he have those boots on? What is that?
Part of his costume, you know.
Black Adam doesn't wear boots like that.
This champion
In
does.
this movie, he does.
You know what's funny is that his own obviously hero that he's gonna fight doesn't dress anything like this. They have the same power from the same source.
I know, right? That's so funny. Hey, well, this one's mad. This one has rage.
Guy, people, his wife and his children.
Is he
his
like?
people
Is he the god of war? What the fuck is going on? Like, I don't understand.
Hey,
Man, you're talking to Kratos here?
you're about to witness a paradigm shift in the superhero genre.
Is that what
Look
it
at
says down there? Yeah, it sure does.
The line will blur.
Oh God.
Production is coming along great, and I'm very pleased with the movie we're making. Black Adam's mythology, ethics, and actions no doubt will create a new paradigm in the world of superheroes, villains, and anti-heroes. The power will shift. The line will blur from a slave to a god. Are these lyrics to a Kanye song?
Oh God.
Did you
I don't know
Did
what's going on. Who's making this movie? Who's directing it? Who's producing it? Do we
doesn't
know how
matter.
this might?
DJ's in it.
I'm gonna look it up?
Yeah, it's so interesting because like,
It doesn't matter who's directing.
how long has he been talking about this movie? This tweet could have been in his drafts for 4 years, and he could have
Yeah.
just. It doesn't matter when he sends it out. It's all the same shit.
Oh, it's being written by people in the comic book industry, I guess.
hmm
So that's good. And the director is a man who's directed The Orphan, House of Wax, Unknown. So basically a bunch of horror films.
Mm.
Ah, yes,
Hey,
the mind
Shower
behind
was
House
pretty
of
good.
Wax.
From the
That was one
mind
with Paris
behind
Hilton.
Orphan and House
Yes.
of Wax and The
Orphan?
Shadow.
Have you seen Orphan though? That movie was pretty sick.
Yeah, I remember watching that. I think like in high school or maybe right after I got out of high school.
What a tweet.
Yeah. Did you guys ever hear about how he got this role? By the way, that was pretty funny.
No.
But he just told him like, "Dude, you know who you look like?" He's like, "What?" Swear to God, look it up. Look it up, man. So he's like, "Dude, you know who you look like?" He's like, "Who?" And then they go, "Black Adam." And then he's like, "Who the fuck is Black Adam?" And they're like, "A superhero." And he's like, "Oh man, I gotta tell DC, I gotta be this guy." I swear that's how it happened. Somebody was like, "Dude, you should play Black Adam," and he was like, "I should."
Yes, the
And
old
here we are.
Batista way of getting cast for a movie.
Oh God.
Knock on the studio's door and be like, "Hey, I look a lot like Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War. Let's do a Gears of War movie."
Well, he's
Hey, you're talking about
apparently
Dave Bautista?
yeah he's apparently a huge Gears of War fan.
Oh yeah, he's a Gears of War character.
Is he really?
What was the movie that they were gonna cast him in that he was like, "Yeah, I would, but I'm gonna try to get this Gears of War movie
Oh
going."
yeah, they were trying to get him in I think Suicide Squad. The new one.
Yeah,
Done.
and he turned it down because he was like, "Yeah, man, I really got to get in on this.
Yeah.
I really got to get in on this Gears of War movie that's not gonna be made."
Although he
Yes.
was, we didn't mention it during Army of the Dead, but I liked him in Army of the Dead. You know, he was fine. He did a good job. He showed some range.
Yeah, you can call it that.
He looking real jacked, brother. That's all I care.
Man, this whole thing with him and Marvel is something else.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with him and
Okay.
Marvel?
Oh yeah, he's just like he just went on Twitter and they were like they were talking to him about Guardians of the Galaxy. He's like, "Well, if there is a Guardians of the Galaxy 4 and Drax is in it, he's not going to be played by me."
Oh damn.
Well,
And
you better be
he
back
was-
for the Christmas special.
Yeah, and it was funny because he was like, "Yeah, nobody wants to see a 44-year-old man
I
in
do remember
drag,"
saying that. Yeah.
or something like that, and everybody was just like, "No, they do." Like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Okay. Fair enough,
Yeah,
I guess.
and it was funny because at first he tried to make it seem like I don't want to play Drax because I'm gonna be too old for this role. Like I'm not gonna be shirtless when I'm fucking 50 years old, whatever. But in reality, it came out later on that he'd apparently kind of given Marvel an ultimatum, telling them like you need to do more with Drax's character. They were like, "Yeah, man, no,
That's
come out
gonna
of
be a
here."
no from us, dog.
Yeah, I guess they like I guess he pitched like you should do like there's so much you could do with the character. We should have a show with him and Mantis, and Marvel was like, no, and that was it. And he made it seem like yeah, it's because I'm old, and like it came out that I'm assuming that
I don't understand why people be fucking up these Disney chicks,
yeah,
man. I don't get. Just play your position, bro.
yeah,
Like
like
what?
what's
Yeah, just
going
ride the
on?
wave.
Drax, is not, Drax has never been the leading character in
I mean-
any comic book in anything. He's a
I feel like everybody who is like a character in these movies always, petitions for that kind of thing, given the popularity of the character. Like how people were like, "Oh, we should get a Jimmy Woo and Darcy show where they just
No,
do
we
like
shouldn't.
X-Files shit in the MCU." And
It's
obviously the actors are going to get behind that because they want work. Come on.
it's just like I understand wanting those things, but like to say, you know what? Well, then if I don't get it, I'm not doing it anymore. Like
Yeah,
I cannot fathom that. Like, what is Batista like? What is Batista's life looking like? Where he's like, you know what? I don't want to be a part of the biggest franchise in movie history, the biggest money makers in the industry. Sorry, because you won't give me
Yeah,
and man
crazy.
show.
yeah, he strikes me as the type of
Selfish.
dude that has a very high
Crazy.
opinion of himself.
Yeah, he was like that in the WWE as well. I mean, he's not even welcome back there either, so he can't even go back to wrestling. He
Oh, he was
burned
talking
the
shit
bridge when he
about
left.
them all the way leading up to WrestleMania
Hey,
Backlash.
give him what he
Yeah,
wants.
he like burned the bridge over there where he like basically told them all to fuck off. Like you
Mhm.
can't even go back to that. Like what are you
Well,
doing?
can you blame him? He lost to Triple H. I mean,
Like, I don't think it would be right for me to lose to Triple H. Like what? Like, one of the guys that runs the company doesn't want to lose to you? What a surprise!
well, that's why he's not back for storyline reasons.
You know, I
That's
hope he
it.
comes back. I hope he comes back just because. I mean, that's the good thing about Guardians is that I'm sure Boog knows anybody that's read Guardians before in the comics. Like, it's a huge fucking team. You could always swap him out with somebody else, but like, I'd prefer to just have him on. You know.
All right, that's Black Adam, baby.
Wow.
Yep. Look at that's what a reveal, huh?
What a guy.
Tell ya.
Which was a better reveal, this one or Impulse?
It's just man, DC knocked it out of the park. This is going to be really tough. Poncho, what do you think?
I think it's time we wrap it up.
Yeah, let's get the fudge out of here. We're near the top of the hour here. This is perfect.
Oh,
Yeah, I was going to say it's a perfect time to wrap it up. We're at the top of the hour. You guys did pickups, right?
We did.
Yes.
We didn't get yours though. Let's hear it.
Well, the only one that really matters is thank you to Boog for hooking me up with a fucking Firefly. Thank the love
Oh,
of
I forgot
God.
about that actually.
And whoever hooked up Boog, I'm not trying to say no names. I don't want to put nobody out there like that if they don't want to be. Somebody got a bunch of DMs like, I heard you got Rick and Boog on the podcast of fucking Firefly. You got another one? Or, thank you to who you are. I know who you are.
You know what?
And,
This was a real community move, basically, because dude knew that you needed, and he had like the extra that he had kind of overpaid for, and he was just trying to like make his money back, but not make money on you. And I also didn't want you to like spend mad bread on it, so I split the cost with you, basically. So
and
Yeah.
hell yeah.
love you.
That's what I
Thank you
did for
very
Mr.
much,
Poncho.
yeah, man.
that is what you did.
Huh?
Thank you.
That's the way it goes. We're all helping out.
Yeah.
Poncho hooked me up with a figure. I sent him a shirtless picture.
That's an
That
even
sounds
trade.
You stood up and took your shirt off.
Yeah, we didn't even have a shirt segment on this episode. Come on now.
Oh man. Nobody asked Poncho to see a shirt. That sucks.
God. Hey, well, room for everybody.
Poncho just oozes humility.
Yeah, that's basically my My bag.
That type of thing is totally not my bag, baby.
Here's a book titled "This Is Definitely My Bag, Baby." Penned by Austin Powers. But
Andrew JLA Boy is saying Batista's going to be in Knives Out 2, which actually is kind of a big deal.
cool.
Yeah, that is a big deal. I'll give him that.
You
Good
seen
for
Knives
him,
Out?
Hey, would you believe it? I have not.
You should watch it. Your
Was gone
girlfriend,
when
your
that was
girlfriend, excuse me, your wife will love it. You should watch it with her.
Sure.
That's your next date night movie.
Oh, no.
Before we go, since we paid respects to Paul Mooney, I think it's only fair that we pay respects, Rick, for you especially.
It's for the. I'm literally wearing a Berserk shirt right now.
Oh hell yeah!
God, I wish you could see it.
For people that don't know, Rick, give them the TLDR. Why are we talking about?
Yeah. So recently, well, I guess it happened a little while back on May 6th. The author and creator of the hit manga series Berserk passed away, Kentaro Miura, at an incredibly young age. I believe he was 54. Incredibly young age. An acute aortic something or other. An acute
54, yeah.
aortic tear, I believe, or something along those lines. Anybody that knows me in any capacity knows how much Berserk means to me in my life, and yeah, man, it really sucks. It doubly sucks for all the fans of his work, just because anybody that knows the series also knows that it takes forever. This guy releases 4 chapters a year. He's very detailed in his art. He's like really meticulous, and he's also really funny in the fact that I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Idolmaster anime
Incredible.
and the video game series. He's openly told people once, he's like, "Oh man, I'm taking so long because I really like playing Idolmaster. I really play Idolmaster." That's like the meme. Like anytime that something would happen in the Idolmaster franchise, they'd be like, "Well, we're not getting a chapter for 6 months. Great." Because he'd openly be like, "Yeah, man, I was really supposed to do the deadline and everything, but I started playing Idolmaster." So that was always fucking awesome. He's a funny guy. It's like a big meme in the anime world. Without him, a lot of things you love would not exist. Bloodborne would not be a thing. Monster Hunter would not exist. There's so many series that were influenced by Kentaro Miura's work, and a lot of series he worked on. We just found out this weekend he was the first ever assistant that helped draw Hajime no Ippo with the creator of Hajime no Ippo. That's incredible. I didn't even know that myself. That was nuts. And he had such a great story about Kentaro Miura. Man, it's really, really terrible. You know, what a huge loss the anime industry got. I couldn't believe the exposure it got. He was number 2 on trending on Twitter for 2 days.
Wow.
Crazy. That's pretty nuts. You know, I'm glad to see that he impacted so many people because you know, obviously I love Berserk, but you don't really know the rest of the world's love, you know, besides a number of sales that happen on a book or whatever. So it was nice to see people showing their respect for such an incredible creator, and really the reason why like dark and like serious books exist in anime and manga right now is all due to Berserk.
Where are we with the manga? Was he in the middle of completing a run right now, or was he on a hiatus?
We'd just had a chapter released in February, and it's everything is starting to come to a head with this series. It seemed like we were in the last quarter finally. Yeah, so it's really really shitty. Today his head assistant of his studio made a quote, kind of had everybody thinking that maybe he gave them a playbook of sorts, because he put in a tweet something along the lines of like, hope we can make him proud, as far as like Berserk went. So I wonder if they're going to continue it for him. If there was anybody that was going to continue it, I'm sure he would want them to. He created literally a whole studio dedicated to assistants that would just help him make this series, just because it was really meticulous. Anybody who'd ever seen his artwork would know that it's like really really detailed, and this fool fucking loves to play Idolmaster, so he would just want to play Idolmaster and make them do it. Oh man. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see where this goes. It is really a huge loss for the industry, man. It's like on the level of when we lost Satoshi Kon, back in the early 2000s. So, oh, rest in peace to Kentaro Miura, because
Shame.
the greatest ever.
It's so wow how like a lot of people involved with like anime and manga just be like having these like so sudden like tragic like deaths like just out of random
Yeah,
like random shit too. Like wow, I don't understand.
I wonder. I wonder if this will hopefully bring about change. I don't know if anybody knows this, but in Japan, they're ruthless over there. They like it is very common for people to die while working in the anime industry and in the manga industry from exhaustion. It's very, very common. Insanely common for that to happen. The creator of Hunter x Hunter, who was very, very famous manga, is like one of the famous mangaka in the world. Like he's known for like always being sick from like being driven to exhaustion, and it's pretty nuts how the industry is over there. Like you're pretty much of the mind where like if you're not driving yourself to exhaustion to the point of like not fucking seeing straight, then you're not doing your job. Like they're really ruthless out there, and I hope that something changes. Because it's really rough. I mean, obviously, like maybe Kentaro Miura wasn't that case, but that is the case all too often. That these creators are just driven to death by exhaustion. I mean, look at the voice actress that died from Bulma.
Very true.
She had a flu, and she could have obviously have stayed home or whatever it was, but she was driving, I believe, to like a session in the studio while she had the flu, and she died in a car crash because of it. It's super common, man. It's super common over there that you push yourself to the limit for your job because you don't want to be a burden to people. It's crazy, man, and I hope that industry changes for the better because of this death. We're losing titans in the industry now over wanting to push these people too far.
Yeah,
Well,
this sounds like they could learn from the video game industry in terms of a crunch period.
Yeah, man, we got to do better than this.
Well, I guess that means that a lot of this merchandise associated with this property is going to be even more highly sought after at this particular point. So we could see, I'm sure we'll see a lot of moving and shaking on the secondary market with a lot of figures and books and what have you. But let's not end on a somber
sure.
note. Can we get one more bit of good news and wrap this up? Anything.
Anything to prevent us from ending on a somber note like this.
Anything, for the love of God. Try to think.
David Walton saying that Knives Out was kind of overrated, and all the hype of
Wow.
castings of Knives Out 2 has Ocean's 13 energy.
Oh
Oh
no.
my goodness! Talk about hot takes. God,
Wow, David,
Knives
you're
Out was
someone.
fine. My girlfriend loved it a lot, so she watched it for her second time. The first time I was watching it, and like it was fine. It was a fun little mystery film, but I can't say it was like one of my favorite movies ever. I honestly liked Hide and Seek a little bit more, which is very similar. It was like a fiance recently married, brand new wife enters the family. She has to play a game of for her life hide and seek in order to enter the family.
But yeah, that was an interesting movie. I remembered watching it. What was it, like 3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great bit of news we can end off on, and it's fun.
Okay.
Disney just showed the trailer to the Monsters Inc. TV show, and it looks really good, and it has like a great cast to it.
Oh my God. I love those Pixar animations because actually, even though they're for kids, there's actually a lot of stuff for adults in there that kids don't catch.
Is that
Jesus.
so?
Oh
It's
my God.
really interesting.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, so we all gonna get off here and go check out the trailer. Let's get the hell out of here. Thank you to everybody for watching the stream, or if you're watching this on a rerun and catching it as something to play in the background as you work or what have you. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody who sent in super chats. Thank you for that. As always, we will continue to use any money that comes in for the show. All right, and we will continue to try to give it back to you guys in the form of giveaways and contests and stuff like that. We need to do a quick run of those in the next few weeks, hopefully. But yeah, thank you to everybody for listening, for donating. We appreciate you appreciating us. And on that note, we're going to get up out of here. Thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, hit that bell down there. Until next time, peace.